go.
Yeah, so I didn't get to do anywhere near as much research as I wanted for Three Raccoons and a Trenchcoat, but I did find out that they have a baculum, which you should Google. And that's all I'm going to say about that.
That's all we're going.
Google?
Will you spell it? Will you spell it for everyone then? Just
yeah, BACULUM. It is a anatomical feature. What's that?
Can you give common spelling? Common spelling. PENISBON.
Don't know how that's going to come in handy tonight,
yeah.
but we'll file that just in case.
Yeah, look, that's what I'm here for.
That's a special bit of knowledge that we might use later, kids.
Yeah.
We may or may not use this.
We're all
all things are tools in the hands of creative players.
Welcome.
Hello.
To the Con Save special edition of DMs After Dark. We were supposed to do Good Society tonight, but unfortunately, we have some sick members. So Jess, feel better. Sarah, feel better. And we had to not do Good Society because Sarah's supposed to be the GM. So here we are. You're stuck with these assholes and a special guest, Eileen, who is not an asshole. We're going to do something very stupid. Yeah, we're not sure yet. Exactly, basically. But we're going to do Three Raccoons in a Trenchcoat, which is
adjacent to Good Society.
Absolutely.
To Regency, bourgeoisie, and
equally sophisticated.
States.
Yes.
It's very close.
Equally sophisticated.
This actually just gave me an idea for my Good Society character, who will be Three Raccoons in a trench coat.
Three Raccoons in a petticoat.
In a petticoat.
Can the Raccoons have gotten their inspiration from our logo?
Ooh, yeah. Nice. I mean, honestly,
they have that hat.
look at the art. So Three Raccoons in a trench coat. Just so everybody watching knows, the way that we kind of organize ourselves here at DMs After Dark is we do have like a rough schedule of like what games are coming up and what to do. But for situations like this, where illness is running rampant through the world, and the DMs After Dark we're not able to avoid that in our entirety. We have a bunch of one-page RPGs or like very rules-lite RPGs ready to go at the drop of a hat. So we settled last night on Three Raccoons in a Trench Coat. These are the entirety of the rules. It's a pamphlet that you can just print out. It's like 2 pages.
It is $2 on Drive-Thru RPG. You guys should go buy it.
Yeah, it's a $2. It's amazing. It is by. Oh, I should give credit to the designer. It is by a Z Gosck, and I think they have an itch page that I found earlier. I'm not sure if it's the same person or not, but I can't imagine there were a lot of Z Gosks. So thank you, Z, for this absolutely ridiculous game that we're going to play tonight. And it is exactly what you think. It is these 4. I'm going to be the GM, so I will not be playing one of the raccoons, but these 4 will be playing 4 raccoons in a trench coat, presumably.
We're sort of V-shaped. We've got 2 huddled up in the torso area playing.
We're trying real hard to pass for a gym bro.
You got it from that big and tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so is that how we'll talk about the positioning in a bit? It does matter actually. So we will talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so
raccoons in a trench coat walk into a gym. Oh my god.
Yeah. Ooh, the gym is a good one. Get through a set. Like just get through.
What is Ronnie Spolman's jewelry? What is Ronnie Spolman's kennels and jewelry? Let's check it out.
Let's go there. So it is exactly what you think. These 4 are going to be playing raccoons who are attempting to pass themselves off as, and I love this. This is written, I assume, intentionally, pass themselves off as a people. So
I did that was great.
Yeah, like I just think that's funny. Like get you in the mindset right away of just how ridiculous this is going to be. They're going to do their best to pass off as a person while they just do something. And there are a few prompts that we decided on one of them, and we're just going to pivot and get real dumb real fast, I'm sure. But should I go through the rules real quick? So
yeah, why not? We got time. Yeah.
Okay.
And actually, we should also give, maybe before we do that, Eileen, welcome to the show.
Oh yes,
thank you. Sorry. Thank you very much for joining us. Eileen was supposed to join us for Sophisticated Regency England, and she's getting this, unfortunately. But you're certainly welcome back next time.
I wouldn't call it a downgrade. It's all right. But yes, thank you. I'm excited to be here with my very first DMs After Dark. I've heard a lot about this, and it's been hyped up by Troy. many a different time, and I'm excited to finally be a part of it. So thanks for having me.
We're happy to have you. Thank you.
Ellen
Yes.
is a player in our regular Shadows of Esteren game that Troy runs. So
Not
she's
dead
been
yet.
through nothing but horror, and she
wanna-
deserves some levity.
You
It's
want to
been
tell
so
a little bit about your background in RPGs and or like theater stuff? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I mean, do we have the time for that?
Yeah, go for it.
What's your elevator pitch for your resume?
Elevator pitch.
There you go.
So I'm actually still, I would consider myself quite new to the world of RPG. The only other one that I have played is Shadows of Esteren with Troy.
We broke you in for this?
He started on hard mode, guys.
Oh god.
He did fucking start on hard mode.
That you have my respect for that. Absolutely.
All these plebs starting with 5e, like
Yeah.
Ellen started with Shadows of Esteren.
Well, and now you're gonna see the real both ends of the spectrum of like Shadows of Esteren, like somebody's heart and soul poured into a game. And Three Raccoons in a Trenchcoat, which is just someone going, I don't fucking care.
A lot of probably a lot of liquor poured into a game.
That's right.
Yeah.
It's like, you know, right.
Listen,
It's like a
there's
napkin
games
in a
like
bar one night.
Exploding Kittens. There's
Yeah.
Beautiful, though.
Yep.
like
Exactly. Yeah.
So this is absolutely no surprise. But otherwise, I'm a little more versed in theater. I usually do a Ren Fair in the fall. So that's kind of my expertise and comfort. But RPGs have been a surprising source of creative improv as well. So looking forward to what kind of tomfoolery this will bring us into.
Yeah, and that I think that's a perfect example of why we tapped you on the shoulder for Good Society to be like, hey,
We
you're
invited her because she was like Mary
for
Queen of
this.
Scots at the Ren Fair.
I was.
Good Society, and now she is a
Raccoon.
quarter of the raccoons in the
she could be
Trenchcoat.
queen. She could be queen of the raccoons.
I could be. Maybe the queen of the raccoons wanted a brief respite from her trash palace.
Yeah. You know what? Let's just do a
Trash
typical
queen of the
Disney
trash
princess
palace.
story. Disney princess story where you're going to be the queen of raccoons, but you got to get out there and hit the pavement.
Gotta get.
Wait,
Hit those trash cans.
So does that
She
make
the
me
queen.
the head of this trench coat? Or
We'll
Yeah.
get to the positioning. Let's roll stats before we get there. Troy, did you have a question?
Is she the queen of Raccoon City? Because this might be a different game.
Oh God. No.
So
I don't want to know.
That's closer to Esteren again. It's a horror franchise.
Oh,
yeah, I was clueless too. So
Resident Evil.
Team
Never heard of
Wholesome.
why would you do that, Troy?
What?
This
Yeah,
is
why
supposed
would
to
you
be
do that,
fun.
Troy? This is
But
supposed to
wait,
be
there's
fun.
more. It's fine.
So 3 raccoons in a trench coat. Let's get down to, hey, guess what, Eileen? You're not gonna
The
have to
heart of
learn
this.
crazy rules. You just need 2d6. That's it. Like, go grab your Monopoly game, and you got what you need.
Okay.
Bob Ross
And-
Monopoly.
You have a Bob
Good
Ross
stuff.
Monopoly. That's cool.
I do. There's no mortgages, just happy little mistakes.
Oh,
Happy little foreclosures.
You defaulted on your loans. It's happy.
It's
little
okay.
mistake. So what's going to happen is there are 3 stats in 3 raccoons in a trench coat. They are smarts, hands, and feats. So to begin the game, what we'll do is we'll get you guys rolling your stats. Then you can introduce your raccoon, give us your name, general idea of your personality, a little backstory if you want, and then we'll talk about how you guys know one another, how all of these raccoons know one another, and how'd you get that sweet trench coat. So to roll your stats, you just take your 2d6 and you roll them 3 times, and just mark down these numbers because you can put them into your smarts, your hands, and your feats. So
Wait, how many dice am I rolling? I was mid crunch when that happened.
just 2d6.
2d6.
And
Three
if when you're done rolling these three sets of 2d6, all of your scores are less than 7, you can re-roll. Because
the
we don't want
scores combined. You mean?
no, if all
if
3
each
are
number
less
is
than-
lower, is lower
Yeah.
than 7.
The
If
dice
each
gods
number-
smiled on me and my character concept tonight.
Oh,
Feats. It is
goodness.
actually Ray and stuff. It is feats. Feets. Feats.
F-E-E-T-S.
You got your hands and your feet.
Your hands and your
And your feet.
And your feet.
Oh Lord.
I'm just gonna start from the top and work my way down, and what I roll is what I get. So what was the first one? Smarts.
Smarts.
And then what was the second one?
Hands.
And then feet.
And then feet.
Add that
Alright,
S on there. This is an adorable game.
Okay. I got a 7, a 9, and a 7.
Wow.
Ooh.
And I feel like those are good.
Quick
Those are good.
hands.
Yeah,
That's okay.
this.
Are you? And
good
so you
luck
can
so
put them
far.
wherever you want. So if you feel like your character is, you know, a feats raccoon, then you could put it into feats, you know, or whatever.
A foot guy.
Well, Rex Ryan the raccoon. That's an old sports reference that nobody watching this is gonna get.
You didn't get Raccoon City, okay. But I'm the monster. Perfect.
I didn't say monster. I just said I was wholesome. That's all.
Yeah.
So at the end of rolling everybody's stats, did anybody get all three less than 7?
Nope.
Mm-mm.
No. Okay. Just for the record, like if I rolled my 3 stats, all 3 of mine would have been less than 7 because that's just how
No,
good
they
I
all
rolled
would
them.
have been 7. No, 2 would have been less than 7, and 1 would have been 7.
Yeah. Right. Great. Okay. So put those. You know, give yourself your strength, whatever you see fit. And then I guess what we'll do. How about before we introduce one another and tell the story, I'll just tell you a quick idea of how the game works, so that way you can think about how you all interact with one another. I wrote this down. There are 3 positions in the Raccoons in a Trenchcoat. You can be on the bottom, which is you are responsible for moving the Trenchcoat body, the fake human, and all things balance. You can be in the middle, which is hands. So, right, you're manipulating objects either through your little raccoon hands, or maybe you have little mechanical,
Those
tools
grabby
or something.
things.
Yeah, those little grabby
Definitely
things.
have a dino grabber, guys.
Yeah, the dino
Dino
grabber.
grabber.
Fucking T-Rex grabber.
Totally normal human
They're
stuff.
just a
It's
handgun.
whatever we
Sarah.
scavenged from the old folks home at the trash. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Like everything you guys have came from the trash for sure.
Just use
And then there's the top.
the garbage container.
And then there's the top, which is responsible for speaking and also directing the raccoons beneath them. So in the middle and bottom positions. At any time
We
you guys
also have a
can.
pair of scavenged dentures as well. Like in
Yeah,
that.
just a raccoon smile with just like real obvious human teeth, right? At any time you can all communicate to one another, but if you're like close enough that anyone can hear, you need to roll a smarts check to avoid losing a masquerade point. So unlike other games where you guys have hit points and stuff like that, basically this game works off of masquerade points, and it just means how well is your costume holding up, right? You start with 6, and under certain circumstances, you will lose masquerade points, and it's just like the wheels falling off, right? Like so, like if you lose one, we'll narratively describe how you just look worse immediately, like something goes wrong, right?
You lose a slipper.
Yeah.
This little paw.
One
Like,
raccoon
slapping
foot
along.
just things like that. So as your masquerade points go down, it's more and more obvious that you are not a people. And then they can go up as well, but yeah, for the most part that's that. So top, middle, and bottom. And then anytime you're going to attempt to do something that would be easy or difficult as 3 raccoons in a trench coat, if you're doing anything that normal raccoons can do, it's just a given. But if you're doing it as a person, I can decide you need to roll smarts, feats, or hands, and you guys will, whoever needs to will roll it, and it may be one of you, it may be multiple of you, and then depending on if it's multiple of you, you have to roll coordination checks to make sure that everybody's working in tandem. It's gonna fall apart real fast. This is I'm letting you know, it's just gonna be a mess. So so yeah.
Face.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. If I call for a coordination
Ray and Stuff
roll,
wants to know what's for dinner, Amber.
I'm eating beef and cabbage stew with these delicious French rolls.
Nice.
There you go.
I'm drinking my dinner. It's a White Russian.
There you go. I should mention this. You can change positions. So if at any point someone's really failing the hands rolls, and you go, get out of the way, I'm gonna switch, and you guys can just fumble
The
about
coach
inside the trench coat. Yeah, exactly. You can do that, and it requires a coordination roll. which means everybody rolls a d6. And if all of your numbers are the same, you pass because you're coordinated. Get it? Otherwise,
Snap, that's hard.
no.
Otherwise, all of your rolls need to be less than your number of masquerade points. Basically, don't fuck up the costume, right? So,
Do we need to roll for how much we weigh? If one of us is a real chonkers, like
Just legs is like,
you know what? To give you guys any semblance of a chance, even the chonkers can climb easy, and people can handle the weight. I think.
I thought we were kind of a V-shaper, but now we're thinking more hourglass. I like it.
Ooh, what's your? Yeah, that's great. Anyway, all right. So
I walk into a gym, but it's a fail because we're female.
Oh god.
So all right. With that, I guess
that's where it went. Better than a latte.
Infinite cabbage. You know what? We'll have to find a way to work not only Cornelius, Yukon Cornelius in here, but some cabbage for these raccoons.
Our recurring jokes are just growing.
Yes.
A little dark plot twist. We find both in the dumpster.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Listen, we're scavengers and we're damn good at it.
So
So
we'd find them. Right.
we find gourmet feasts.
You done dug your last nugget, Yukon.
It's Whopper Wednesdays, motherfucker.
Whopper Wednesdays. All right. So how about everybody? Whoa,
Linferno.
Gifting some subs.
Thank you, Linferno.
Thank you, Linferno.
Is that your wife?
Thank you, Linferno, sitting right there.
Rainy is like takes change out of one pocket, pours it into the other.
Hey, wait a second. Where's my credit card? Where is my debit card?
So thank you, Rainy.
Yeah. No.
It's Lynn's money.
Let's be honest.
Yeah, no.
Rainy is a state wetlands biologist. This is Lynn's money.
So, all right. So how about we go around and introduce everybody's raccoon? Go ahead and give us your name, general idea of your personality, and your backstory. And once we get all of that, we'll talk about how you all know one another.
All right. I'll go first. Yeah. Okay. I am Whisker Swift. And I from a very, very young age, from just a little raccoon kit pup, not sure what they're called.
It is a kit.
It is kit, great.
Yeah.
From just a little raccoon kit. I was too ambitious for the woods, and I set my sights on the big city. Moved in at a young age, lean and scrappy, and I immediately started scoping the neighborhood, canvassing the opportunities. And you know what? Them city cats, they got it pretty good. People just leave food out for them, bowls of milk, tuna, all this good shit. And you know what? I have little hand paws and they don't. So I use that to my advantage and quickly set up a string of lucrative robberies, stealing cat kibble and treats left out for the city cats. And I would have gotten away with it too if it weren't for the local feline mafia.
The Meowfia.
The Meowfia.
The Meowfia. Yeah, the Meowfia. The local Meowfia. And they fucking made me. I got burned. And now I'm on the run and in disguise, and this trench coat is working pretty well for disguising sakes while things just cool down on the cat food scene.
Good to know. Good to know. Whisker Swift. Okay. Christian, why don't you take it next?
So I am Speedy. I actually am Speedy. I got feats 10, yo. So Speedy is a scrappy little city raccoon who met Whisker Swift when they came to town. Speedy is not very smart, though, but he's really, really loyal. And he was never quite good enough to steal any of the good stuff from the cats. But with Whisker Swift's brains and his feats, they made a really good team, him and the boss.
Okay. All right. So you're like yeah.
Yeah.
You're like one of her minions.
I'm a mook. I'm a minion.
A mook.
My henchman. And this is just like Avatar all over again. Cabbage, my
Yep.
Luke.
Yep.
Mafia. Like, I mean, look, guys, I promise I'm better at writing. I promise I'm better at writing RPG
It's gonna
sessions
end
than this.
with minx. Somehow.
I promise I'm not a one-trick pony. One-trick raccoon. All right, Eileen, do you want to introduce your raccoon?
Yes, so I'm going to ask a question first, though, simply because I'm familiar with this. Are these pre-generated characters that were sent beforehand?
Nope.
Or-
You're just making shit up.
Making
Make
this
it up
up.
on the fly.
Make it up,
Go for
Eileen.
Okay,
What kind of raccoon would you like to be?
Baby.
I guess I can be a Mary Queen of Trash.
Mary Queen of Trash.
Yeah.
And I grew up on organic nuts and moss away from you peasants. And I think that my dainty days are over and I want some adventure.
Oh, that's excellent.
Refresh.
Mary Queen of Trash.
So wait, the best part is,
Organic nuts.
yeah,
So
you
then
said
We're at our fucking Whole Foods now.
You know what? I don't know if I think I texted somebody my prompt. It's absolutely going to be a Whole Foods now, 100%. Or we could do a farmer's market.
Mary's idea. Whole Foods.
Eggland's best with omega-3s, motherfucker.
All right, Mary Queen of Trash, and that leaves us with oh boy, Troy, tell us about your raccoon.
All right, my raccoon's name is Dookie Nukem.
God, I hope you're not our feet.
Oh goodness.
He was
Or
raised
maybe
He
the
was
others.
raised in the wilds outside of the city by honey badgers. He's
Oh,
a fucking
Jesus.
loose cannon. He likes to think of himself as classy, bougie, ratchet.
Oh my God.
Why?
He's not scared to scrap. He's ferocious. Couple
All right.
screws up top. But he's ready to rock.
All
He
right.
definitely smells like the woodlands.
Just hangs outside of Planet Fitness or like LA Fitness and licks the remainders of the protein smoothies out of the cup.
Protein
He's got like a fucking he's got like a hornet's nest speed bag, just like
He just rips like pre-workout and like goes ham.
Yeah. You definitely have a few like patches of fur missing, right? From just like
Oh,
eating things you
100%.
definitely shouldn't. Yeah.
But like I'm all about bling too. Like I'll wear some nice clothes, gold chain. Well, my trench coat, obviously, super nice, like Versace.
Now, hold on. My question is, what is a gold chain to a raccoon? Like, what are we talking here? Is it like
Shiny, shiny,
just anything shiny?
improvised
Broken
brass
Timex that you got from the Walmart
Improvised
parking
brass
lot.
knuckles.
Are you constantly fighting off the crows that are swooping at your shiny? Because I feel like that'd be a problem.
Ooh,
You might
I
have beef with crows.
got to write down crows now because that's a good idea.
Dookie Nukem.
We got beef with the Meowfia. We got beef with the crows.
Yeah. Gangs of gulls. You know what I mean?
We're a bunch of raccoons with enemies who decided to lay low together.
All
And
of
I
you, yeah.
have no idea what I'm walking into.
For some reason, all of you have a reason to be laying low, but except for Mary Queen of Trash, who just walks in and goes,
Once
"These
we
these
are
look like fine. These look like fine servants."
Nice.
Yeah.
Can I join your club?
That's her Myrna voice.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Okay. I guess at this point, all we really need to determine now is who's where in the positioning. So who is your feats? There could be
Oh,
multiple
Speedy.
of you.
I have.
Get down there.
I got 10 feet, and my name is literally Speedy. So I'm just saying, like, I should.
Okay.
Oh,
Better
Yeah,
than
Christian.
Dookie being our feet.
so you have exceptional feats, but can it, instead of being like exceptional coordination and dexterity, can you just be like sturdy as fuck? like
He could be a
nothing-
chunker. Yeah.
Yeah, his name is Speedy, but he is just like the chonkiest. Yeah.
I could still be fast. Just
Yeah,
chunky
absolutely.
and fast.
No
Yeah.
one is faster with three other raccoons on
Right.
top of them than Speedy.
That's where he gets it right. It's
Yeah.
actually it's
Right.
about
Right.
his speed while
From
carrying
lifting.
other
Yeah.
While
raccoons.
under load. That's true. That's true. Maximum. He has the fastest. Max load.
And we didn't determine what everyone else's best stat was. Whisker Swift, Mary Queen of Trash, and Dookie. What are your?
I have
Your
8
best.
smarts, 8 hands, and 6 feet.
Wow. Okay. So Whisker Swift's pretty well rounded.
I also have 8, 8, and 7. So
Whoa.
almost-
Glare at this Dookie Nukem here.
you don't have these
I got
hands.
a 7, 9, and 7. So maybe two of us who with the strongest hands could be like the coordinators. One
Okay.
of them, the strongest hands can be the actual, or we can be one hand each.
Yeah, I think one hand each.
Manual
for now.
dexterity.
Yeah.
And that works because that means down on the bottom is Speedy, and then on either of his shoulders is a
Oh,
raccoon.
more humanoid shape. Yeah.
Yeah, we're working the arm.
Shoulders, which is
Yeah.
just
Yeah, that means you've got both of your little raccoon paws to work whatever devices that you need,
We
like
have
the
4
little dino.
hands. We
dino
have 4
grabber.
hands. We're like,
Yeah, it's just 4 raccoon
Oh
hands.
God, that's nasty.
we
And
can
then-
get-
For wearing skins, you've got
That's
one
kinda
hand in
what-
the finger side and one hand in the thumb side, and you're so fucking.
So Mary's in the middle with who? And then who's the face? Who's the head?
you do not want Dookie Nukem talking to people.
I'll take the face. I
Raised
got
in the
this.
wilderness by honey badgers, bro.
For your
Okay.
only hope, please be smart.
I love how we're in the middle, Ellen. You're gonna be like, yes, we'll pull out a chair for them, and then I'm like, oh, I'm gonna grab the next
One
chair.
hand is like daintily stealing trash with one pinky up, and then Dookie Nukem's like fucking powerlifting this like trash lid.
Feed bag in the way.
Listen, in areas of etiquette, if it's ever called for, please, for the love of God, consult me before you try anything.
Well, and yeah, so at all times, all 4 of you could be discussing within the trench coat. But if you're too close,
Mary Queen of Trash is a classy dame. I will consult. I will
If you
consult.
listen to me, Big Doogie, whatever your name is.
It's like
so
one of those raccoons that humans would keep as a pet.
yeah,
It's good.
So we have,
Some
we have
members of the world.
Speedy, Mary, Queen of Trash, Dookie Nukem, and then what was Amber's character's name?
Whisker Swift.
Whisker
Whisker
Swift.
Swift. Okay.
Such a heroic name for a raccoon. I feel like.
Like a Reaper Cheap.
So, just to do this game justice and show people, the fun you can have for $2 and just winging it with your friends. There are 6 prompts, 6 story hooks that are given at the bottom of the document. And earlier I rolled for it, and I got this one, which I think is pretty funny. And we could definitely make it work. The story hook that we're gonna go with. Oh, actually, hold on. How do you all know? We talked about this. You're all just laying low, and now you've come together. Where'd you get the trench coat? This was a Whisker Swift.
I like that
thing?
we stole this from an old folks home.
Yeah.
We should have our whole ensemble.
I can add to that. Let's say
From a
we
retired
stole
home.
it from an old folks home, but it was like the old guy flasher at the old folks home. And we just
He's
totally
just naked now.
yoinked his flash. So all he's got is like the socks and the sock garters.
Yeah, it went from flashing to streaking, and then
Yes.
Raccoons ran off with his.
Ran
It's
off
an
with it.
institution where
We
you
don't
can
see
be
too good,
taught.
so we were just 4 raccoons stacked on top of each other, and he thought we were his grandkid, and then we took his trench coat and several other accompaniments.
And
Good luck
the
filing that police
home
report.
was right next to the woods, and that's how
Yeah,
I met her in the
Right.
middle of this heist.
Yes.
Yeah, good luck with that police report, Herb. I'm sorry, run this by me again. What exactly happened and why are you naked? You stole your coat.
My grandson. It's like, raccoons.
They stole my trench coat.
I'm sure they have
Um,
rabies in the nursing
They'll
home.
never find us now. They're looking for 4 raccoons. We're 4 raccoons in a trench coat.
Yeah, right. Exactly. That is actually the premise of this game. Is like, yeah, don't
They'll
ask
never find
questions.
us now.
Now you guys gotta sell it, or you're
We've
going
got like
to
a
jail.
floppy like straw hat that's like pink with like a really obnoxious like daisy on it from some old lady on there.
Okay, hold on,
Got-
hold on.
Some good stuff in this trash
I
can.
have a couple. I have to write down a couple things because obviously there's the Meowfia that is, that Whisker Swift is dealing with.
Looking for
There's-
me.
There's the crows, and I wrote gulls too, but we'll just say the crows that are constantly badgering Dookie Nukem. But you just gave me another one. You said the cops, Troy, because you are going to be dealing with humans, except the cops don't care. The cops think this is just a crazy old man who got naked. Who does care
Herb.
when the
His name is Herb.
Well,
Okay,
Herb-
He's human.
Herb is
Herb.
Herb
Talent
is
age. Herb.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. Can Herb not be a police officer? Can Herb be animal control? that they called in.
That's the
after?
cops. We're 4
awesome.
raccoons. That is the cops.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Animal control.
So animal control,
So the
and it's
stole
Herb.
So the old guy that we stole his trench coat, is that not Herb anymore? That's the animal control guy.
Oh, Herb was the guy you stole it from.
Yeah.
Or it was just we were pretending to be his grandson, so we had to learn his name.
Okay. Well, and so this is my question: is like, did he have like in his pockets? Do you have his wallet? So like that's how you
Yeah,
guys know it's Herb.
Yeah. So Herb is
We're Herb now.
You're Herb.
Herb is an old non-vet, and he had a Glock in his pocket.
No, Troy, I refuse to just give you another. Just out of nowhere, just give you another.
That's
gun.
why. Just
Yeah.
No, but he does have.
In the first 5 minutes, that's why. You and
He
your
does
Right.
have a small handful of
Uncontrolled
Werther's
boss.
original butterscotches.
Yes, Werther's originals for sure. Man, this
An
is a great
OG.
time. This is a great Christian. This is a great segue into a game that we've been joking about designing for a while now, where you play elderly that are escaping
Yes.
a retirement home to go do one last job.
Yep.
It's an
One
OG
last
potato
job,
masher.
yeah.
One last
An
job.
OG potato masher grenade.
so Herb,
God.
you guys are now Herb, and I wrote that down. So this is Herb.
One bottle of Cialis. Give me that. Give me that.
Well, look,
That's
if you-
in your hand side pocket.
I 100% will give you a bottle
You've
of
got the
Cialis.
Cialis.
He was
Yeah.
flashing people.
And
He
Mary
was flashing
Queen
people.
of
You better make it
Has
worth
the
it.
Werther's.
You know what,
Yeah.
you know what crushed up Cialis does to a rabid fucking raccoon? We're gonna find out.
We're gonna
Oh
find
God,
out.
I was actually afraid for a minute you actually knew already, Troy.
Back to,
We're back to the baculum.
we're
now.
back to the baculum. Back to baculum. That's the name of this episode. Back to baculum.
Okay.
Why?
Snakes
right.
around.
Eileen is so
circle.
happy
I
she
should've-
joined us
I should
tonight.
have grabbed alcohol.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Not
It's
too late.
It's not too
Guys,
late.
see what happens when you just have conversations playing role-playing games. Like if this was a legit game, we have like fronts from like Powered by the Apocalypse games. We have animal control, we have crows, we have the Meowthia, and we just have Herb here in the trench coat.
We're never gonna catch
We've
up.
got Herb. So
Listen to Cialis.
Herb and his Cialis and his Werther's originals.
That's how we get rid of the crows, just fucking flinging Cialis and just eating it. Don't know what that would do to them. But it's one of our only tools.
Well, it's like it's probably like when you throw Alka-Seltzer to seagulls and then it blows up their stomach or whatever. It's like
Yeah.
Cialis would just blow them up, kind of thing.
Well, I mean, yeah, even if it's functioning properly,
Wait, who
it
wants
should.
to take the risk to Google what Cialis does to
I'm going to do that right now,
Raccoons.
as a matter of fact.
God dang it, Christian. Better, Christian's already on a
On
watch
your
list
search
somewhere.
list.
I am already on a watch list.
Yeah, I
He
mean,
writes Call of Cthulhu scenarios. He's already on a watch list.
oh my god, the stuff that people who research for RPGs look up, like you are 100% on some weird watch list,
Yep.
guaranteed. Okay,
Apparently,
so
no. It does not appear that anyone's ever studied what happens
No
to
one's tried
crows.
this.
I feel like we need to find that out.
there's a
I'm
young
sure-
biologist. There's
I'm
a
sure
young
this is
biologist
funny
in
in
chat
first.
going, "This is my thesis. I'm
Oh,
gonna
should
give
get 'em to play
Cialis
this
to
game.
animals."
Control group is Werther's originals.
Yeah, exact control group is just butterscotch candies.
One hand is hard candy. The other is hard candy.
Everyone is going to horny jail in this group.
These yellow
bonk,
ones
bonk,
taste
bonk.
like shit. The blue
Shame,
ones.
my
shame. Oh goodness. I haven't even gotten to the story hook yet. What are we? We're 34 minutes in, and we're gonna find out what we're doing as Herb
Good Lord,
right
yes,
now.
let's play.
So the story hook that we came up with, Mary, Queen of Trash. I think that you're getting a little sick of the trash. You may be queen of it, but you're used to that free range organic nuts and seeds and whatnot, and mushrooms and everything.
Means
Oh
nothing
my
to you
goodness.
now.
So the prompt that I have for you is the raccoons have to acquire a dozen eggs from the local market. Do they have money? Do they have a plan? Probably not. But here goes. You do have Herb's wallet, which is at least a start.
Is it just a Medicaid card? And
Yeah. Well, so the thing is, I think that as raccoons, I will make you roll a smarts check to figure out if you have what you need.
It's like some shitty credit card, like Diners Club or something that like nobody takes.
A punch card for frozen yogurt.
Yeah, it's just a reward. You have a rewards card for orange.
Frequent
leaf or
flyers
something.
to the county jail.
It's like the punch reward card, but it's for like amazing.
Oh no.
We are painting quite the picture of Herb right now.
We really are. Poor Herb. He's just a
Poor
dirty old
Herb.
man.
Maybe
Just a dirty
not
old
eat this trench coat.
Okay,
Please set him free.
this
We're
is a
gonna
turning
find-
point.
We're gonna find this Sam. We're gonna infiltrate his club, and that's what we're gonna do.
We're gonna get all the eggs.
Yeah,
All right. Mary Queen of Trash says the best eggs are in here.
yeah.
That's what I hear. Yeah. Let's
In the Whole Foods. All right, Speedy, take us toward those slidey glass things, the doors.
Yeah, why not? Let's get a quick roll real quick. I think this is a particularly easy task for someone like Speedy. So Speedy, I need you to roll, and this is how rolls are handled. This is how the mechanics work in Three Raccoons in a Trench Coat. You will roll your 2d6, and you want to compare that to the attribute that I am asking you to roll. So in this case, it is your feats. So roll 2d6 and compare to your feats score. If it is equal to or lower than your feats score, then it is a success. If it is greater than your feats score, it is a failure.
Oh,
All right. So and what am I rolling to get in the door? Then I'm sorry, I missed that part. I'm being called
Yeah.
out. I'm being called out in chat because Ray and stuff is saying Christian is ruthless with the Canadians, but very empathetic towards Herb.
He has a point.
Listen, I was the one who came up with the punch card. Okay. Anyway.
So it's you roll 2d6. All things are going to be rolling 2d6, and it's a roll under system. For,
yeah. No, I know. So I'm trying to roll under my feet. But what am I trying to accomplish with the roll? I guess.
Oh,
that's
so I guess the plan is,
okay.
yeah, Mary Queen of Scots is demanding that
Wait.
you guys find her some better food.
Let's
Okay.
get one of these shopping cart things and roll it to the doors. We've got to blend in
Yeah.
all these.
This is what the really ugly ugly raccoons like push around, boss. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I got it. I rolled a 6.
Peeplz, it's good enough for us.
A 6 total. Yeah, no problem. You meander your way over to one of the shopping carts, and now I'm going to need a hands roll from both Mary and Dookie to grab on to this shopping cart and reasonably push this towards the door.
Okay. I've never encountered a shopping cart before, but let's see.
You got this, Mary. You got this, Queenie. You just
Put
you
your little mitts on the bar.
yeah. You just push it with your mitts there. That's what they do. That's what the
I
ugly ones
rolled
do.
lower. Does that mean I fail?
No,
No, that's
lower is
perfect.
Lower is
good.
good.
Yeah.
You want to
Lower
get under
is
your
good.
stack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Then I rolled a 6.
All right.
My
Yeah.
hands are a 9, so
Got one hand on there.
got
That's one
got
success.
the concept. I have
Uh oh, Troy.
I feel like we're
Dookie,
gonna randomly
not so
end up
much?
like the Quap guy.
No.
Just like
I rolled an 11.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Trying to
my
open
hand's not working. We're going in a circle. We're going in a circle.
yeah, that's exactly what it is. Dookie's just a little strong with it. So as everyone's coordinating and doing pretty well here, Mary's got it and she's pushing, just kind of like guiding along with Speedy's trajectory. But Dookie's like, I found the pre-workout this morning, and he's just pushing. And you guys, all the humans, humans in the parking lot see this trench coat figure just doing a couple donuts, doing a couple donuts at their shopping cart. I would like just so we have fun and engage with all of these rules. I think this is going to be a coordination roll to kind of like and.
We can salvage this. Speedy, put your feet on the bar at the bottom. The little ones, they ride it.
I got it, boss. I got it. Hold on. Okay. And he just gets up.
Everybody roll 1d6.
Must
Tree.
scope out the perimeter.
I got a 1.
A 1 is good.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
1 is good.
Low is
Yeah.
good. Yeah.
Low is good in this game.
I got a 2.
A 2, a 1.
3. I got a 3.
All right. So you guys coordinate your way through this.
Thank goodness.
Right, a
Tell
little
Dookie
bit.
to
Nope.
chill.
Trenchcoat flapping.
I'm just over here. I'm like serpentine pattern.
Mary's got a
That's
sinking
great. The
feeling.
birds are watching. Serpentine. We'll just ride this cart up to the door.
Yeah, here comes a
slalom.
Yeah, you guys hear a couple caws of crows that are just sitting atop
Oh, no.
Whole Foods,
Move faster.
looking down and curiously watching this trench coat figure. But for the time being, you manage to get yourselves in. The doors swoop, automatically open, and you guys push yourself
Oh,
into
thank goodness there's no handle.
this Whole
Door to
Foods.
fuck.
And now, here's the thing. You are in a supermarket. The only one of you, actually, I think that all of you could probably see through just like, little openings in the trench coat.
The armhole.
Yeah. And you guys just see more
Got one
food.
arm out like this. Just fucking. Duke
walking.
Newcom's looking through it.
It's like a periscope down the arm, right? Like just like a toilet paper rolled
He
periscope.
just fits his whole body through the sleeve, and his mouth is the hand. He's like, picking shit up.
Who's got Popeye forearms, right? Just like a raccoon just bulging
This
in
one,
this
though,
trench
the other
coat.
one is really surprisingly dainty.
Yeah, the other one is like very
Has
properly
never
doing it.
seemed like, has never had to fight for food in her whole life. Doesn't know what pre-workout is.
Oh my goodness.
But she does know what organic free range eggs are, and that's what we're here
That is
for.
true. She,
This is true.
she sniffs it out. She's like, I think it's this way.
Okay, so actually, you know what, Mary?
Yeah, sniff it out.
I would say that this is a coordinated action between you and Whisker Swift.
No.
So I would like both
Describing
of you.
things.
Yeah, I would like both of you to roll me smarts to see if you can locate and sniff your way to some eggs.
I got a 2 and my smarts are a 7.
Two is you rolled 2
Four.
ones.
Smarts are 8.
Oh, yeah, that's right. We need 2 dice for this one.
Yeah.
Oh, doubles. I rolled
a 2 and a
2.
2. Okay.
Okay, so both of you rolled under your stats.
Yes.
All right. So the two of you catch the scent of, for a second, something blocks the scent of Dookie Nukem, and you guys can, for a second,
It
triangulate.
is strong.
Eggs.
Is that cheese? No, that's Dookie. What?
Smells like something died in here. No.
Listen for the chickens with the chicken eggs.
And I do want to say that I think that at this moment, like you guys stopped, like right when you walked in, the
just
whole
stopped in the middle.
stopped right
All
in the
people do that all the time.
yeah. And people are like waiting behind you. And luckily, so in a coordinated action, if one of you fails and one of you passes, it is a failure. But luckily, both of you passed. So right when people started getting suspicious and impatient with this old person that smells like cheese and pre-workout, you guys find your way. You go, oh, that's the direction. So
I just lift one
Refrigerator
sleeve and I'm like,
aisle.
it's this way.
all right, so you begin working your way towards the refrigerated section of this Whole Foods, and that will require another feats roll from our boy Speedy,
Don't worry, guys. I got this. Just stay still. All right.
because this isn't so much about just walking. This is about not walking into a display of food.
Yeah. I got it. You just tell me where to go, boss. I got it. Oh shit. So I rolled exactly. No, actually, I rolled an 11.
So higher than your feet.
I rolled higher than my feet.
Oh,
Yeah.
we're
So
doing so well.
goes right. Right.
Yeah. So it's
We're
just a little
slowly
bit.
crashing into like a display of just like loose nuts, and they're spilling on the floor.
Yep. Yeah.
I'm just swiping them. I'm just swiping them into the fucking trench coat.
As they fall,
Even-
Speedy's just like, sweet peanuts, and he just like grabs a couple.
So
Tiny hands appear out of the crotch of his trench coat.
Did I do this?
It's a trail of peanut shells.
Eye on the prize. We're here for eggs.
So
yeah.
Thanks.
I do Dookie did say he was going to attempt to grab some of those nuts as you guys knocked them down.
Like the idiot arm.
Where
There's
are
just
you
a bunch
gonna
of
store
nuts
them?
being-
Your marsupial pouch that you have.
So go ahead and roll a hands check, Dookie, to see how well you scoop some nuts.
As we start.
Actually, Speedy's doing that too. So should Speedy do the same thing?
Yeah. Mhm.
Records this trench coat are going for the nuts, and I'm trying to keep it together.
I found this one too, a 7.
I
Oh my god, straighter! No! We're like really
It's just like
lopsided.
hands are coming out of the bottom of the trench coat and just grabbing nuts.
Speedy, you have to focus. Eggs.
You're literally on your shoulders.
Just hold still. I want this. I got this. Just hold still. Nobody's gonna know.
I go, these are excellent weapons.
Just
They
let me have
cause
this
my-
moment. And he's just eating his nuts.
Dookie, what did you get for your hands roll?
I got a 6, so I
Okay.
succeeded.
So you succeeded.
I go, these are excellent weapons. They cause my throat to swell.
All right, so that is a failure. Yeah, it is basically just it's basically just Speedy getting a little distracted by these nuts, and he does kind of Herb, like any good cartoon, right, where you see like a wobbling figure and like the cart is kind of going off the rails. All of a sudden, Mary's the lone hand on the cart as another one's going to scoop nuts, and then we just see Herb like bend unnaturally at the waist as like Speedy bends himself over and he's like flopping over like. Whoa. I want just give me one more coordination roll. Everyone roll 1d6. Yeah, 1d6, and hope that you don't roll a 6.
Got a 2.
Okay.
No 1.
4.
5.
4. A 5. All right. So
Close, Speedy.
Speedy's the
close.
weak link in this team.
Close call, but Whisker Swift, you know how to get Speedy back on track.
Speedy, legs don't have hands.
But these. Shit, you're right, boss. All right, okay. All right.
Yeah, and we see a very unnatural like right back up of this trench coat. And Whisker Swift, you catch the hat and keep it over your face just enough that you god.
That pink straw hat with the daisy on it.
Yeah.
For the remainder of this game, I'm not gonna role play it, but I'm gonna articulate it now. I'm just gonna periodically be like.
You know what? No, Troy, that's actually good on you because that's actually one thing. If anybody that is not the head is heard by a human, then you guys might lose a masquerade point. So we'll see here.
The one raccoon that is allergic.
Fucking peanut dust.
And you know what? I think this is a perfect opportunity for a Whole Foods employee to walk over to you after crashing into this display of nuts.
Very slowly. I like that. Like we hit it and then we just kind of kept pushing and then the
Kept
nuts started spilling.
Kept going. You bent over really awkwardly on them, and then you came back up, and you just see this Whole Foods employee come over to you, and they're just like, excuse me, sir, madam, are you all right?
Oh, you're so kind and thoughtful. I'm fine, dearie.
I hand them a Werther's original. I've seen this before.
Yeah. Roll
Wrong
ahead.
target. It's a Cialis.
Wrong fuck. You hand them a Cialis. This is canon. We decided.
You have the Cialis pocket.
Oh goodness. All right. Roll a hands check. See how well you
Giving drugs to a Whole Foods employee.
see how well you hand this
Still
up.
holding onto the cart for dear life while he's reaching into the pocket.
I did get a 6, so I did pass my hand.
You pass your like, yeah, and you oh, I'm fine, dearie, and you just hold out a hand. And like this, do you have a little T-Rex thing? Do you have your actual raccoon hands? What is it?
It's just a little raccoon hand.
Little raccoon just drops in, and you expected it to be butterscotch, but no, it's just this strange white pill that
No, and it's the cover.
Hated.
Okay, they're a weird old person. I'm just gonna leave them alone.
yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna roll behind the screen real quick. I'm not supposed to roll anything in this game, but I'm just gonna roll 2d6.
Oh my God.
And I'm just gonna roll to see if this person takes this or not. I'm gonna say average being 7. If I roll under a 7, this person does not take it because they're creeped out like a normal person would be.
No.
But if they roll over 7, this is a person who hates their job and it's like, fuck yeah, who knows what this is?
Yeah, this is old folks got the best drugs. We're popping that right now.
This kid's gonna be like, I'm gonna get high, and then he's just gonna be like, oh, when he takes it at work.
That'll be his last day working. if
Yeah.
he- so much.
He rolled an 11, and this dude in about 30 minutes is going to be
Spending the
very
rest
awkward.
of his shift hiding behind the fucking bread loaves in
Pitching a
the
tent.
bread aisle on the shelf.
pitching a
Like,
tent.
you can take a break
and
from the
Whole
rest of
Foods.
it. No, I can't.
Yeah, he's just face first in the freezer section, and they're like, "Sir, do you need?" No, I'm restocking.
Nope.
I'm restocking.
Restocking.
Cold, come on.
He's just propping up the fucking dilapidated peanut stand.
Think on sexy thoughts.
Yeah, I know. He goes over to the free samples section where you can hide behind the thing. He's just like,
Well,
Right.
Some sexy thoughts looks at Herb again. That's better.
There you go.
Works every time.
he all right, so
No, he says not again.
not again. Why does this keep happening to me? All right, so you guys buy yourself some time drugging a young old
Flawless.
That's right.
Hard
back
candy.
Back on track. Back to the eggs.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. I have to
Which way are the
sniff
eggs,
again.
princess?
Do I need to sniff again?
Yeah, why don't you do it? Now, because now the scent of nuts is all throughout this trench coat, so you need to fight through it.
Stuff nuts.
My airways are corded. I can't
I
smell
rolled
anything.
2 6s for this, right?
Yes, 2d6, and you want to roll under your smarts.
Ooh, I rolled at my smarts.
That is okay. Equal is fine. So you just pass. It's difficult. It's a lot more difficult now. You made a little bit of a scene. Mary, maybe you're feeling like, what have I gotten myself into? These city
I'm
raccoons
definitely
can't be
out of my
trusted.
element.
Yes.
Whoa. Don't be throwing that C word around over here, motherfucker.
It's fair. The honey badger raccoon, totally different story. So yeah,
Laxus.
Right, but I grew up with these kinds of nuts and better quality.
yeah,
Because it's straight from the source.
Yep.
And so I can recognize from which part of the wilt they came from and they're subpar, whatever. My mind is on the prize. These
okay, yes,
Eggs.
and those
Eggland.
eggs just you catch the whiff of them, and you've been told about this delicacy, these eggs, not rotted eggs, because that's probably what you've been eating out of the trash, and you're like, I need to know what the fresh stuff's like.
Yeah.
Did you see this on one of those old Alex Trebek commercials? Eggland's best eggs. R.I.P. Alex Trebek. Sorry.
This is true.
Yeah.
I think Ken Jennings and what's her name,
Yeah.
Mayim Bialik have both done a pretty good job.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
Jeopardy. I watch it a lot.
I love Jeopardy. Jeopardy's the shit.
Anyway, shout out Jeopardy.
Cornel pen.
Sponsor one of our unhinged games.
We're not endorsed or sponsored by Jeopardy.
No, but I know how to make.
Negotiations.
Fun fact: I know how to make a working Jeopardy game in Microsoft PowerPoint. So if we ever just need a game to run, I can make a PowerPoint Jeopardy. We would
Not
have to call it
RPG
something
Jeopardy.
else. RPG
Nice.
Jeopardy is actually a great idea.
That is a
I'm
great
writing
idea.
this- I'm writing this down.
Next
We will do
raccoon
that.
game. They show up on Jeopardy.
Sarah, clip it.
We will have to call it something else though, because I don't
What,
know.
Oh yeah,
Raccoons?
Sarah's too sick to take
Raccoons
notes.
being
Shit,
on
guys, nobody's clipping anything. We got
Oh no.
Gee.
Okay, so you guys do manage to. I'm not gonna make you roll another feats check. Speedy, I think that Whisker Swift has drilled it into you. Now's not the time for goofing around. And you guys do get to the refrigerated section of the Whole Foods, and
There's
it's-
cheese.
you know what it is? It's like one of those, when you walk into those aisles, but no one's been in it for a while and all the lights in them are off. Like, just to frame this scene, you guys awkwardly, like very dangerously turn the car into this aisle. And all of a sudden, like from the point of view of the raccoons, we get a shot behind you with the shopping cart and just click, 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 click. All the lights go on and you guys just see
Eggs are at the very end.
at the
Done.
very end of the aisle.
Can we have grabbed one of the one of the fucking cars, like the car
Yeah.
shopping cart,
Yeah.
like
yes.
a little fire truck or some bullshit?
Yeah, and you get a real mean look from some mom whose kid is just sitting in the car, like
Just a regular one.
Smile at her like Peeplz do.
yeah.
Right? When she tries to take it away from you, you just like let hold up and just like,
Like
The
Peeplz
roasty
do.
Alice kid.
I don't think this is a smarts check, but I do want you to roll just to see how off-putting this is. So roll smarts to know that this is what people do. They smile at one another.
I got a 6 out of the 8 for my smarts. So
Okay, yeah, that's good.
squeaking through.
Yeah. You know what it is? It's not a charming smile. It is a smile that immediately makes this mother and child just panic in fear and walk
That's
to
right.
a different aisle than you guys. Like, okay.
This is the kind of respect that I am used to.
Yes, I've
Um,
conquered the Peeplz.
All right. So as you make your way down this aisle, looking and looking, you do find eventually the dairy
so good.
section. Yeah, distracted. And you come upon the door, the refrigerator door to the egg section.
Okay.
This is going to
Right.
be
Dookie,
yeah.
you open the door. Queen of Trash, you reach in and grab the eggs.
Right.
You guys know how dangerous this is, right?
All you are doing. Open the door.
Speedy, you're gonna step forward. Dookie's gonna grab the handle, and then you're gonna step back, and he's gonna pull the door open.
I got this.
You're-
I got this. I got this.
You're gonna grab the eggs.
Yeah. I can smell the eggs already, boss. All right.
Okay, so I'm gonna get real bonkers with a roll here.
No.
I want Whisker Swift to roll smarts to relay this information.
Coordinating this,
You did. Yep. I need hands from both Mary and Dookie, and I need feats for the lean in and the lean out of Speedy.
Oh no.
An 8, and my smarts is an 8. Squeaking through here.
Just got it. I am gonna say for Speedy, this is an easy roll. So you're gonna roll against your feats +2.
I got a 4 anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, it's nowhere near.
Nailing it. He's like, I step forward, I step back.
And I will say this for Mary, this is difficult because you don't want to break these eggs. You got to grab the carton and put it in the cart.
And you don't trust Dookie not to slam the door on your handball.
Yeah.
I already
So-
failed because I rolled 1 above.
Oh, no.
Oh no!
Sorry.
There's so many. There's so many, Mary. Just grab more. We're just dropping
Yeah.
eggs.
This
Or
is how this
just
is
grab
going.
one
idea.
at a time.
I have
How
a great
about you
idea.
Grab one at a time.
So
Maybe it'll be less.
so
No,
Mary and
it's-
I try to coordinate opening this door because I also failed.
Oh,
So what I do is
God.
Oh,
I try to open this
Slam it
door
on
with
my
my
hands.
nose. Like my whole
These
body
are
starts
delicate.
going through the sleeve. I try to open the door with my mouth, and my airways occluded from the peanut dust. So I start like choking. I'm like Mary, Mary, got my back.
No.
Mary, slap him. Slap him.
So yeah, so what happens is like the failure isn't even not opening the door. The door opens, Mary gets it, he starts coughing,
my
he
God.
closes it
Oh my
on her hand, she drops it, a bunch of eggs clatter and smash inside, he falls back in the back, give me back here,
Oh my ears.
just dying in the middle of this aisle. I'm gonna
No, we're too close. We can't give up
This
now.
is going off
Dookie,
the
pull it together. Try
Yeah.
it again.
so you lose a masquerade point because the choking from the midsection of Herb right now, just coming out this raccoon from a stomach.
Why did you eat those nuts if you knew you were allergic, you dumbass?
He's like,
For the
protein.
For the crows.
Um,
Everyone's allergic.
yeah,
switch?
that's
We
his
switch?
logic. Is I it doesn't make me feel good. Nobody feels good.
Exactly.
So yeah, you've just smashed a bunch of eggs inside of this refrigerated section. You're coughing from the stomach. Oh my goodness. This is an absolute mess. You've lost a masquerade point. So what does that look like? Like how does the costume
This
get a
looks
little
like
messy?
a raccoon being strangulated by the sleeve of a trench coat. I'm just like, Mary, stop him. Mary's just like whapping at his other arm, just like
You see this one
beating
sleeve,
his arm in the
Reach
middle,
over and start bashing the
just beating his own arm in the middle of his own.
Yeah. Yep. So you lose a masquerade. You lose a masquerade point, and a human, a fellow human, looks and goes, "Sir, are you okay?" It's just like a middle-aged person here doing their grocery shop.
Give him the pill.
It's
give him a
fine, Sonny,
Cialis.
it's just my sciatica acting up.
Yep. Roll smarts to get through this.
Sciatica, that's in your arm.
Yeah,
I'm a
totally.
raccoon, I know these things. Ooh, okay, that is a
Hey, maybe
7. Squeaking by again.
Just
I'm the
squeaking by.
brains.
Yeah, I think.
Maybe we know these diseases from reading the pill bottles that we found in the old trash.
Right.
Just using buzzwords from the
Yeah.
bottle.
It's my erectile dysfunction, Sonny. You can
Something anal leakage.
Oh no.
Go limp. I need my erectile dysfunction medicine.
It's just my sensitivity to sunlight.
Yeah. Okay, so
There's no more thing to say.
Screw my hip replacement.
you hear over the loudspeaker. We have an egg spillage in aisle 4. We're gonna need a cleanup in aisle 4. And you guys no, that's probably you. So
It's now or never. We gotta
It's
try
now or
again.
never.
Things are coming. Just go for it, Mary. Just go for it. Yuki, open
Well,
the door.
I need McDie face to try and open the door again.
Shit, should we switch? Should we just switch Dookie out?
Ooh, are we gonna
Dookie
change
done here
positions?
as the arm?
Ask the circus monkey man slave to get us eggs.
Are we gonna change
Maybe we
positions?
can ask a human, yeah.
Yes, I'm going to the helm. I'm taking control.
Oh shit. I don't know about this.
Don't we have to all roll for this?
It depends on who's changing where.
Baby.
It's okay. You know what? He can't handle the door. I can do the door. I can do doors. I've done doors before. Cats
Okay.
have little doors
Let's
sometimes.
do it. Let's do the switch.
Okay, so all that's switching is Dookie is taking the head and
I'll take the arm. I can
Okay.
do the door.
We're gonna
So,
try again.
you are going to need everybody roll 1d6 because this is a coordination check. Somebody is actively looking at you, making sure you're okay. And now you're
He's just a bunch of fucking bulges.
one.
I rolled a 1.
Okay,
I rolled a
good.
I rolled a
6.
3.
Oh,
Okay.
God damn it, Christian.
Okay.
Ah,
Just
That's
go
another.
flat on the. We just sink down a foot and a half. Fucking drop.
That is.
after we told him that he needed our erectile
Just
dysfunction medicine, we just deflated. We just lost about 6 inches off the bottom, boss.
Oh no.
Someone is looking at us that we're gonna lose so many points.
Oh yep. So you guys.
Hand of 2 Cialis.
Give him 2. Give him
What if it's only a partial deflation because it's the head
just
and
bad.
the
Give her a
Yes.
hand of more pills.
Yes. So all right. Here goes.
handed out $500 worth of Cialis for a $3 fucking thing of eggs.
Which we still haven't decided whether or not you have money to pay for yet. So here goes. You guys do switch. Somebody looked at you, got very uncomfortable about it. Your masquerade points dropped to 4. So it's getting more likely you are just the wheels are falling off, gang. I just need 2 hands rolls from Mary and Whisker Swift.
Okay, we got this.
Instead of a hands roll, can I do a mind roll and ask him to get us eggs?
You can.
we
Kind of
just
smart
scared
that
him
you can
off.
ask him to get the eggs. Okay, power
Yeah.
move.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
that would be.
I'm a little unsteady on my feet. My hands are a little shaky from the Agent Orange. Can you get these eggs for me?
Roll smarts.
Yes, 7. I got it.
Okay. Yeah,
By
the
1.
person
Get it by 1.
the person is very uncomfortable. But if
So they're
anything,
complying naturally.
But
That's what grocery store employees do. They're uncomfortable. They're just like,
well, this isn't even an employee. This is just like a fellow shopper
God,
This is
it's
just
so
some
random.
guy.
who's just like, yeah, and like I know if I was in this position, I'd just be like, get this person what they need and get out of here.
Yep.
And so like I would just like grab and I'd just be like, grab the eggs.
This
I
will
would
make
just
you leave.
put it in your cart and just go like, I hope you find whatever you need. And I
I'm
just
like,
like,
the egg lands best.
The best.
We want that EB. We want
Yeah,
the
maybe
EB.
he-
poke my little nose out and I'm like, no, not that one. No,
Oh,
not that
you're
one.
talking in front of it? Oh, God damn it.
actually, so yeah, for coordinating this from the hands from the middle, Mary, I do need you to roll a smarts check to avoid being heard from the armhole.
You know,
Yes.
Yeah,
Five.
A 5? Okay.
Below.
Okay. Yeah, so I think instead what happens is you just like slap his hand to like another thing of eggs, and he's like, and he
keep
finally
slapping until he arrives at the brand that I want.
yeah, yep. And he just grabs this thing of eggs for you and just puts it in your cart, and he's just like, have a good day. And he just walks away. And at that, you guys are able to begin your exit of the Whole Foods.
Exit. Nice.
Just roll the
Exit.
cart over all of the crushed fucking sloppy eggs in the aisle.
There's just eggs
Crack
and
it, just-
results everywhere. By the way,
You're
I'm
just dragging.
too.
You're just dragging a yolk like from the end, like, wheel marks of just egg going down
You
the
have to
aisle.
be fast too. There's a cleanup.
Yeah, cleanup crew is coming. And they're gonna have to follow you all the way.
Meowfia can't get eggs. Ha,
So
suck it, Meowfia.
So here goes. So I'm going to say that you guys now need to navigate your way to the registers to pay for these eggs. I think what we'll do is I'm gonna have Speedy roll a feats check because
Oh, God.
there's a line in this at the
Oh, God.
registers, so
Oh,
he needs
no.
to stop before hitting the person in front of him.
Nope,
Run
nope.
someone over.
And this is coordinated
Brace,
by
brace,
Dookie.
And we just run the aisle over very slowly, just like the nuts. We're just like,
You just hear from up above you, full speed ahead.
Oh no, no.
7.
wonder.
So we're good. We're good.
Back.
So you're good. Okay.
Yeah.
They will move.
they
Um,
will.
Meanwhile,
We've reached ramming velocity cap.
luckily you see the person in front of you, Speedy, and stop just in time. But now this presents a brand new issue, which is friendly, casual human interaction
Have to play
in the
no.
line.
Small talk.
Not a
Person-
problem.
Person turns around and looks at you as they're unloading their cart, and like they just started doing it, and they look back and they just go, "Oh, if all you have is eggs, you can go ahead of me. You'll be really quick. I don't mind if you want to just go ahead of me."
I'm just like shaking my head vigorously in the middle of
I
this
know.
trench coat.
I know.
the belly of this
This is
trench coat is just like,
This is what I do. I go, and that's it. And that's it. That's all I do.
Oh shit. Shit.
I just try to open my airway a little, and that's it.
I need
We
you to
need to switch the brains.
I need you to roll smarts, but you're going to be rolling at -2 to your attribute. So whatever your smarts is, lower that by 2,
Wrong man
and
for
that's
this
what you're.
operation.
So
We're so
I
close.
got it. I got a 6. I just passed.
just past.
Just passed.
Yeah.
Yep.
Once again, this isn't you guys passing off as human in a way that is normal human activity. This is you guys passing off as just a human no human wants to interact with. So this person happily
Same thing.
backs their cart away and just goes to another aisle while you walk forward. And now this employee, it's like this teenage girl, first job.
Oh, self-checkout. What do you mean this employee?
Oh no.
We wouldn't know that. We wouldn't know that difference. Yeah, we don't know.
Self-checkout.
Yeah.
Roll?
No,
Can we
no.
roll for it? Can we roll for it? Can we roll? Leave it
Wait,
to the
do they have self-checkout at Whole Foods?
Dude,
or are they
self
one of
checkout's
those-
gonna be worse. Self checkout's gonna be worse.
Yeah,
Give it
it
right.
is. We got to deal with the human being.
Nice.
All right. I'll roll.
Play.
Under
Nice. Dookie.
under
I
a
highly
7.
doubt.
Under a 7 is a person. Over a 7 is self checkout.
I don't know if he has a Whole Foods card, y'all.
I got a 5, so it is a person, and it is a like teenage girl. This is like one of her first jobs. She's sitting there and she's like, "Hi, how are you today?" She was like,
Don't do it, Dookie.
Hand her the AARP card.
Okay. Wait, who has that? I feel like Mary has that. All I've got access to is the pocket of sea hours.
Okay, I
took
reached
that with
in
me.
the
I took that
paw
with me.
inside, and
You
I
have
kind
the
of
wallet.
wallet.
"Yep."
open,
Yeah.
and I pull out.
Speedy, in the meantime, is like sniffing the impulse buy things from.
Yeah, like
he just
candy
like
bars
opens
and
the
stuff.
coat and he's like, just like a nose sticking out of the coat, sniffing at the candy bars and gum.
Yeah.
God damn it, Speedy.
Speedy, if you want to make a hands check to snag a candy bar,
I'm gonna
by all means.
I'm gonna try to snag some Kit Kats.
You better go. Oh, okay. All right. Kit Kats work.
Oh, damn it!
Oh, fuck.
I rolled an 8.
Oh, they call me Speedy, not Handsy.
That's right.
We're going down.
I rolled an 8. No, he just knocked
I
the
don't
thing
think-
over.
Yeah, so what happens is it's exactly when Mary flips open the wallet and like goes to like with her little raccoon hand like pull out a card, like she flips it open and then like the girl like she grabs the card and you go to hand it to her and then you guys lean back as Speedy leans down for the thing. So this young girl is just like
They're gonna reach. So much.
eventually and then yeah, exactly. It's like you're playing keep away and this girl's just like, sir, do you mind? And then you lean back way too hard, right? Just like smack this girl.
Headbutt.
Herb.
First
Now-
blood.
Now I need a hands check from Mary to complete this handoff. And that failure is gonna make things interesting.
Shit.
I fortunately passed, so
Okay. So you do get the card in this poor girl's hand.
AARP card.
Yeah, so here's where we're
Right,
gonna roll.
I have a plan.
Okay, she just looks at you and she's young. She doesn't know. Is this a credit card? Maybe it is. I don't know. Is it who knows? So this girl just goes, okay, and she tries to run it for you. She scans your egg. She goes to run your AARP card. And it comes back with a beep and it's not working.
oh no.
I'm gonna grab the eggs. I'm gonna hold on to them while we
Does
wait.
the lady that
To
we're
be
working
charged.
does the lady that we're working with have a name tag?
Yup.
Is her name Mary?
Sure.
I go, Mary, another one. I was like kick her in the head, like
So-
Mary, another one.
So confused. And meanwhile, teenage girl Mary is very confused, so she tries to run it again. And it keeps
Which
coming up.
is good. It's the perfect distraction from my little raccoon paws that are
Yeah. Yep. All right. You hand her another card. What is this card?
Sam's
What's
Club.
what he have in
Talk
his
about it,
wallet?
Sam's Club.
Sam's Club
Sam's
card.
Club.
Sam's Club.
While this is happening, I'm gonna be holding the eggs, and as this gets awkward and more weird, I'm gonna try to start sleight of raccoon pawing
Yeah.
individual eggs out of this into the pocket, because in case things go wrong.
Smart. Okay.
Smart.
Roll a
Hedge your
hands check, but
bets here.
this is hard to do. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be
You got
hands
it, bro.
minus
You
2
got it.
is what you're rolling against.
Yeah, this.
You got this sweat.
Oh, I got a 3.
Ooh,
Hey,
nice.
we got
All
some eggs.
So slowly but surely, every pocket in this trench coat is just
Getting an
being
egg.
filled with eggs.
So we're just waiting to pay for an egg carton with 2 eggs.
Yeah. She scans another card, and this one does not. Or no, you know what? This one works. The Sam's Club card is a Sam's Club credit card. But what happens is she goes, please enter your PIN.
Oh no.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Can
do
I
that.
make a smarts check to be like, run it as credit?
Yes, you absolutely can.
Done. Because I heard this
Like-
from my
Like, I'll
A block-
sign. I'll
Otter
sign
Poet
for
said
it.
Otter Poet said Blockbuster card.
How old is Herb?
Herb.
Whatever adult store video card.
Yeah,
Probably
amazing.
have that.
Yeah, you handed this teenage cashier girl an amazing card with a bunch of punch outs. She's like,
He's like, leave. Please leave.
sir?
Get out.
give her a Steve helmet.
Also embarrassing.
The local news that night. Somehow, every employee of a
pervert
local.
goes shopping at Whole Foods.
Yeah.
God.
He thought it was Whole Foods with an H and not a W. Oh.
Yeah, like it's a reporter in front of it, and the W is out. It's Whole Foods.
It's Whole Foods. Oh god.
Okay, so brains check. I'm gonna say like, so I grew up in the woods, but like there was like one house on the outskirts of town, and they always watched like MTV. So like I just have like really weird references, like DJ Khaled, another one.
DJ Khaled.
I got a 2. I got a literal fucking
Wow.
So
full motherfucking success, bitches.
So, fun fact, when that happens, when you roll 2 1s, you gain back a masquerade point.
Nice.
So,
We see
Because
more people
Everybody
eating
else
before.
beneath me is like, everyone else beneath me is like, what the fuck is credit?
yeah. So everybody and
Humans
everybody
like
else,
this
just
word.
so you know, everybody else, if you ever roll a 12, let me know, because that will immediately make you lose a masquerade point. But as a
Something was
critical failure,
horrifically wrong.
Are we
Yeah.
back up to 5 or no?
you are back up to 5
All
masquerade points
right.
as you
Yeah,
run his
yeah.
credit, and
You're
the
welcome.
girl and
Welcome.
young Mary just turns the thing around and just goes, I can handle it. And she hits the button that runs it as credit. And she just goes, all right, have a great day. And she hands you, all of a sudden, she picks up the carton and it's much lighter. And she's just like,
Grab the carton real fast. Thank
all,
you.
all right.
Forward.
Just start walking around.
On the way out, before we leave, Speedy's just gonna try one more time for a Kit Kat.
Oh my God, Speedy! Speedy's
damn it,
chunky for a
Speedy.
reason.
4, I got it.
All right. Yeah, so you managed
Just
to
like
snag
yoink.
Yep. You
Fucking
do make
king size. Fucking king size.
Just cute, like Smooth Criminal playing now. We're like taking away toward the door.
hold on. Just for the lulls. Let me get a feats check as you're both trying to open this Kit Kat and you're walking your way out towards the door.
6.
Okay.
That's fine. Yep.
All right.
Like we see it, and like for a second, it looks like you're going towards the door that doesn't open. You know what I mean? Like, and everyone's like, like we see a few people like,
No.
oh no.
Just walk right in.
It's like, yeah.
Course correct. Just your snacking sounds coming from the crotch of this trench coat. Just
No,
It's like a Kit Kat thing just lays on the ground.
a Kit Kat wrapper just drops from the bottom of the trench coat, and everyone's like, does that old man just steal a Kit Kat bar?
This is
To make matters worse, I went full Rambo and started giving you cardinal directions, like east to 90 degrees.
Yeah. 7 o'clock, and it's just full 180. Oh.
Please tell me that after all this, we don't encounter a curb and like.
we just can't get
It's
over it.
alright.
We get hit
It is
by a
our
fucking
undoing.
Devastating.
we get hit by a fucking bus with AARP sponsorship on the side of it.
No,
Like a
not-
life alert bus just fucking wipes us.
Not yet, because I think what I want to do next is, and I think Christian, you made a joke about this earlier. I think the new plan is that you guys now need to find a way to prepare these eggs for Mary, Queen of Trash. And I think it would be very funny if you guys try and make an omelet.
Yes.
I've heard of these things. They sound delectable. I want one.
It's just like, yeah, there's just like a hot plate in a back alley.
Honestly,
that, like,
the queen of trash earned it.
Or
the
Go back
old-
to
the old folks home?
alternatively, that old hunter that lives on the outskirts of town, he has a grill outside, flat top. Maybe we can go
Yes.
there.
I think if
So-
we infiltrate the old folks' home to try and get into the kitchen, then
So-
we're beginning to.
Fair enough. I'm good with either. We've got Cialis. It might work better there.
Want to
So I-
roll?
So I think what we should do. How do you get back to the old folks' home? Are you like in walking distance, or do you have to like get on a bus?
How did we
Oh.
walk?
How about it's just a straight shot downhill and we just ride the car?
The cart.
Entire
Yes, yes,
Right
yes.
at the
Yes,
bottom.
that's the best one.
Fucking
Zap
murder
on
hill.
this guy.
Just murder hill. right next to a freeway. Just
That's the best one. That's the best one.
So yeah, so we see
Ride this cart.
we see Herb.
Start to lose.
His little
Our
feet jump up like you do when you jump and you like push.
Yep.
And then the rest of you just crawl into the things. Like this trench coat just like flops over the thing.
He's resting in the basket, basically.
I buckle myself into the top seat.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And
Like, safety first.
you guys catch the hill just enough that you start picking up speed and
All
picking
you
up
hear
speed.
is 4 raccoons screeching.
There's gonna be 2 rolls required for this.
His tail's just flapping in the wind.
One is gonna be, I'm just gonna say, please make a coordinated action. So I don't think this is how this is supposed to work. I think this is supposed to be when you're all rolling certain rolls.
This would require all of us, though.
But this does require all of you to steer and everything like that.
We're bobsledding this. We're like, everybody left. We run to the left. Everybody right.
So I think we could just go ahead and make a coordination roll. Everybody roll a d6. Hope you don't get a 6.
Oh no.
4.
Mary.
No, Mary.
Mary,
You were
come
so
on.
good to us the whole
I'm
time.
sorry.
Oh,
I
man,
wasn't
we're
ready
hitting-
for this.
we're
I've
hitting-
never been on a shopping cart before.
We're fucking hitting a lime and we're flipping over the carriage.
I'm literally
Fucking
strapped
lime.
to this carriage by my neck. What are you doing?
One of those fucking scooters just smoking it.
Oh no.
So I think you guys are
I don't
you're
know what I'm doing.
you're catching way too much speed. I think what happens is you guys are making your way and you're beelining it right for the old folks home. And I think what happens is there is a bus parked outside of the old folks home to take them on it. And it's just parked right there. And you guys just turn and Mary is just like, oh, and like you don't turn enough and you just you just hit the back of this
Wipe
bus.
it.
There's Werther's Originals and Cialis and eggs everywhere.
And all these old folks that were
Originals.
no, all the old folks that were getting on the bus see the Cialis flying everywhere, and they're like, Herb, and they run over.
They just knew it was her.
One, you hear one old guy like, oh, my back. He throws his back out, bending over the Cialis.
I had 12 left, you asshole. And the back.
It's a year's supply for Herb.
So I want to roll 2 things. I'm gonna say I'll let Dookie roll me 2d6. You had a dozen Cialis left, you said, right? Roll me 2d6.
Okay.
And Mary, we're gonna give this to Whisker Swift. Whisker Swift, there's obviously a dozen eggs. I need you to roll me 2d6 to see how many you guys lose. What'd you get, Troy?
A 4.
Okay, you still have 4 Cialis.
I'll take it.
6.
Okay, so you lose half the eggs in this crash. Yeah.
I mean, they're still good.
Yeah.
Like 4 little tongues just stick out and start laughing.
Start laughing. The inside of this trench coat just
Well, 3 tongues.
fucking right.
Mary's like, I still want my omelet.
Yeah, and
So
We'll
there's-
save the
That's in my
unbroken
mouth,
ones for the omelet. The rest were just licking off the inside of this trench coat.
and yeah, definitely the masquerade loss of a point there back down to 4 is represented in just this trench coat now being covered in just egg. Just like covered in
And
broken
the
egg.
occasional raccoon tongue from between the buttons.
Yeah.
Just polish it.
Lem,
Yeah.
lem.
Yeah, Speedy's definitely like, yeah.
I didn't know Herb was so
Honestly,
hairy.
We're at 4, guys. That's
Not
3
bad.
points. That's
We're
remarkable.
doing great.
Yeah.
Really not that bad.
How's my airway? Is it patent right now?
I don't know. Are the eggs helping or hurting?
I don't want to just kill myself, so I'll say I'm not allergic to eggs.
Okay.
I'll be like, we'll just stick with the peanuts for now.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Kit Kat's manufacturing facility that also processes peanuts.
I'm just drooling on fucking Speedy. There's just so much drool.
So I'm going to give you guys the option right now. 3, no coordination roll required. If anybody wants to change positions at the moment, you are more than welcome to do so, as the chaos of the crash at the old folks' home and the Cialis shower.
All right, I'm gonna over for brain because
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like Mary Queen of Trash needs to class us up right now.
Okay.
y'all don't know how to cook an omelet.
I feel like, can we do this for cinematic effect? One of the eggs that's missing. Like I did say that I harnessed myself to the cart, so like I'm just like broken inside of this cart, like tied by my neck, and the world is spinning around above me. And then it just cues in that fucking like astronaut rocket takeoff music, like bum bum ba-da-da-da. And I just like I unclip the fucking thing, and it's like shh. And then I like grab an egg, and I'm like.
Shake it like it's an inhaler. Just fucking shoot the egg down.
That's 100% what I do.
What? That's so funny. Hey,
Perfect.
hey, Salty, what's up? Welcome to the chat, Salty. With Salty Squid D&D in the chat. Welcome to our ridiculous rendition of 3 raccoons in a trench coat. They have procured a dozen eggs. They have lost half of those dozen eggs, and they are back at the old folks' home where they started this whole adventure, where they got a trench coat off of a flasher old man. And I mean, what a recap, am I right?
Proceeded to bribe our way through Whole Foods with Cialis from his pockets.
Yeah, we lost 2/3 of our Cialis. We got a raw deal.
Still have our butterscotch though. So.
And
all the Werther's originals.
and now you guys are
Mary Queen of
while
Trash.
the rest of while a good chunk of the senior citizens from this old folks home are going off on a bus trip to somewhere, you guys get to go into the kitchen area, which I don't think they would let old people cook for themselves, but here
Depends
goes.
on the facility.
Yeah.
Definitely not.
No.
They definitely shouldn't, considering that some of their
Well-
residents are
Some of them have
raccoons in a trench
kitchenettes.
coat.
Some of
Yes.
them have kitchenettes, but they don't usually have like stoves. It's like
Just like a microwave.
or a fridge. Yeah.
Yeah.
Microwave.
All right. Well, so in that case, we're gonna have to
We just
decide
follow
this.
our nose to the kitchen,
Yeah.
the staff kitchen.
Staff kitchen.
Oh, we're gonna get
Yep.
distracted again.
Mary's got a good nose. Mary knows where the cooking gets
I feel like
done.
the old MTV definitely featured some George Foreman commercials at like 3 a.m. though. I'm just saying.
Right.
I'm just saying.
There's definitely things to like microwave eggs to make like little omelets and stuff. There's definitely things for that, but we're gonna stick with going into the real kitchen because that's just a way better raccoon.
And it's on the
moment.
ground floor. You don't have to navigate the elevator.
This is true.
Yep.
So we're back to our original lineup. Whisker Swift and Dookie are now the hands.
Yep.
And we have Speedy as the legs, as always.
Yep.
And we have Mary, Queen of Trash, as the head of the 3 raccoons in a trench coat. Okay. Mary, you are probably least familiar with this old folks home, I would say, right? But you
Right.
got the nose. So I'm going to need you to roll me a smarts check to see if you can.
Discerning nose.
Yeah.
Got the nose. It smells like
I
sea dip.
rolled just under my smarts.
Perfect.
So
So you do, it's not hard. This place doesn't smell great, but the smell of whatever food they do feed them is
It
prevalent.
smells like strong perfume and bacon.
Yeah.
Like
Chocolate
tapioca.
pudding.
Yeah, chocolate pudding and tapioca.
There's a lot of
Tapioca
skills I
pudding.
don't know, but I'm excited.
Yeah. You know what? Coming out of this, not only will you guys potentially make an omelet, you could just raid the kitchen
Yes.
here.
Yeah, at the
Um,
very end, we're just like, charade's over. We just drop the trench coat, grab everything we can in our little raccoon paws.
Right,
and go
I
party
try and
right now.
direct the omelet, but y'all are like, fuck this.
So now,
Walk-in freezer.
yeah. Oh no.
And that's how Speedy died.
Yeah, it's just a
Hey,
shut
raccoon
in.
could tolerate freezer
He
for a
died
long
happy.
time.
It's true.
He died happy. It took him a long time.
He just eats his way through all the food.
Speedy, speaking of, I do need you to navigate us to these kitchens with a successful feats of roll, if you would do so.
Yeah. No problem. I got a 10, which is exactly what I have. So that works.
Oh, that is.
Because then
We're,
your
we're
little
like
claws are gonna
swaying
get
back
stuck in
and
the
forth.
Yeah,
We're
we're
just
just
like
like-
slaloming down the hall, but we got
Can we
this.
say
But listen, it's an old folks home, so they're probably used to people like walking like that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. This isn't
You're
all that weird.
replicating the location that
Right.
you've observed before.
Yep. blend it in. I'm blending in, boss. He's like, I'm blending in, boss. I'm blending in.
Good work. Good
And
work.
then,
They're buying
and
it.
then
They're
there's
buying
just
it.
like
Yeah.
every fucking TV is just an AARP and Colonial Penn commercial.
It's just all it's all those commercials with like Joe Namath and like you know what I mean, like all these
And
guys,
like golf.
yeah, golf
Yes.
for sure, yeah.
And golf.
Hey, don't knock it. I love watching golf on TV.
Oh
And-
God.
Yeah, I'm the worst
You
kind
are,
of person.
I swear to God, you are older than me, like in your soul.
Right here, I am. That's
Yeah,
for damn sure.
yeah. I am younger than
Right
you.
here I am.
Your coronary arteries right here.
Yeah, right.
It's like,
Yeah.
That'll be all of us after this kitchen raid.
So yeah, you guys do
Fire.
manage to go into the kitchen. I don't imagine it is staffed too heavily, and I imagine that let's say that there's 2 people who work this kitchen. One of them is a complete slacker, and the other one is on a cigarette break. So
Well, they're
at the
both-
moment,
they both get paid federal minimum wage, so realistically, they don't give a fuck.
That's what they're doing exactly what they're paid for.
listen, so listen, like kitchen help also will be very easily bribable with Cialis. I'm just saying, like they
It
will
hasn't
take.
failed us
they-
yet. How
it
many?
is-
How many do we have left?
It is a known
Four.
commodity.
We've got 4. We've got 4 monies
Sorry.
left.
Sorry, we have 3 left.
We have a wallet. We have an
excuse.
actual wallet.
Oh,
Hey, 3. We got 3 left.
I never thought I'd have to write this down in my notes, but I have Cialis count in my notes right now.
Excellent. This is good jamming. Keep
I guess
track
I
of
should
the
write-
story.
I should write hard candy and then hard candy.
Hard
Ever.
candy.
Such a good
Hard
joke.
XXX candy.
Oh my goodness.
The first thing you have to do
No,
is
no,
wash the
The other,
eggs.
the other hard candy is spelled with an I instead of a Y.
Candy.
Ooh.
Who says I'm uncultured? Hey.
Sausage.
Isn't like a stripper's card or like a
Candy.
We probably have that in the wallet.
Won't get
already.
it. We won't get into it. We will.
Another thing Dookie learned at the Hunter's Lodge out in the
Nothing but MTV and Playboy.
So, all right. And in short, and like this is one of those doors that just like flaps open. You know what I mean? Like just like very loose, and you guys just
Right
kind of like
through it.
just
Kitchen
right
door.
through it.
Get it. Sink. We gotta wash the eggs. We have to wash the eggs. It's driving me
Yeah.
crazy. We have to wash the
Wait, no,
eggs.
there's someone in there. Remember, we have to get rid of them first.
So I think that layout of this kitchen is like there's a central like long prep area, and then like on one side is like grill, and then the other side is like sinks, right? So we have like it's basically a circle that you're gonna have to go around, where it's you know what I mean prep in the middle, but like sinks or.
I used to work in a
Stokes.
nursing home. This is how the kitchen layout was when I was.
Ooh,
Yes,
Perfect.
There was a long
Yeah.
table with like a hot table at the end of it, and that was in the center. Towards the back was the grills and like all of the stoves and pots and pans. To the side was the dishwashing station and
okay.
sinks. And then the very front was like a serving window where the servers came up and they loaded the food and went out to the tables. So
All right, we're using that then. So we have dishwasher, dishwashing station. We have
Definitely smoking.
yeah, definitely smoking. Yeah, and then we have a hot table at the end. We have the window, and then we have the grills in the back. Right? That's how.
yes.
Okay, so basically, just know those 4 places, and let's say you walk in, just a trench coated figure, just walking in, and
Ambling in, if you will.
yeah, the kid
Nice
doing
and casual. Nice.
kid
and
doing the
casual.
dishes is sitting there and he's smoking a cigarette. And he just like inside, like the other person's on cigarette break outside, but this kid's just like he just like throws it in the water and he just looks and he's just like, Herb, now's not the time, man. I'm not interested.
No, it's a vape. Oh God damn it.
Oh God.
Can we give him a Cialis? Or
Yes.
would that make things worse?
Give him a Werther's.
This
Give-
one gets a Werther's.
This one's put up
If he is-
with for a long
If he is
time.
worthy of the original.
Worthy. All right, that's a hands check for the handoff of a candy.
I'll hand that.
Swifty boy.
Oh wait,
you
no,
got
I've
it?
got the Cialis pocket.
Yeah, you've
Troy,
got the
you've got
Cialis,
the
that's up
Werther's
to you.
pocket now.
Okay. 3. Got it. Werther's.
Nailed it.
Fucking
Werther's.
deployed.
You
Deployed.
just stick that in his pocket, like his chest pocket, give it a little pat like that for you.
Little raccoon.
Shines it with his tiny little raccoon hands.
Yeah. And he just the kid just looks at you and just goes like, I'm not dealing with this. And he just goes like, he just walks right out the back. And he's just like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm not dealing with this.
Yes.
Can't bribe me.
You guys have-
it's still not okay, Herb.
You guys, yeah. And like you hear the kid opens the door and he's just like, Herb's in the kitchen again. And the other guy's like, oh, let him, just give him a
Does
minute.
he have his clothes on?
Yeah, just give him a few minutes. He'll go
It's a
away.
good one with like
Did he
a
bring the good?
reputation.
Did he bring the good stuff? No, not the cream flavors. The butterscotch.
All right,
I'm
so
going to wash the eggs.
Hey,
this
hold on a
washing
second.
of eggs.
You had the Cialis pocket, which means I had the eggs, right?
No, the eggs are all over. I was like putting them
Yeah,
in
you
the
have to
buckets all through
guess
the coat.
which
Very
ones are
subtly.
All right. Well, I pass you one, and it's really wet, and I go, I washed this one for you.
Okay, I wash it again. I know that we don't fuck around with the
Just
cleanliness
tap
of
your
our
heads. I'm
food.
like, pay
It's
attention.
sanitary.
Focus.
I'm just
All right,
always
so
out.
well, I love that Whisker Swift is still calling the shots from the arms.
Yeah.
Going in the kitchen.
Not messing around with the sanitary. We're alone right now, so we can do that.
This is true. So let's go over to the washing station, and I'm gonna need 2 hands checks. One
Hey,
to
real
work
quick.
the water.
Here's the thing. I don't feel so good, so I'm moving south, and fucking footsies is heading north.
Oh my
Guys-
god. Oh god.
Guys,
God.
I think I'm low on oxygen. I'm gonna lay down for a minute.
Okay, hey, hold still. Now, Speedy's like chunky, so he's gonna be like even heavier on you.
Roll. This massive
like a
tumor
big,
just
like,
rolls up the
Raccoon
side.
ass in your face as he like walks up to like, hold on,
You guys
hold
are
on, I
both
got it.
just stepping on my supine body as I'm having difficulty.
Well, that would
breathing.
make us a little bit lower for the sink.
Yeah, we're
it's
just
actually-
getting better to sync level. We're like,
So all right, so I'm gonna need 2 hands checked, one from Speedy, one from Whisker Skin.
Oh Jesus, man!
Whisker
I
Swift.
biffed that hard. I'm sorry.
Did you?
I
You
did.
had
I rolled a 10.
oh god,
all
Speedy.
the blood flow was
I
in his
rolled a
legs.
6.
guys.
I made mine.
Okay, so and since you were the one who was so adamant about washing them, here's the thing. Speedy
You
just
washed them and then
cranked
handed
the
to
hot
Speedy and he
water.
Smashes them.
No. Speedy just cranked the hot water, and
Oh,
it
man.
hurts. Like the first couple eggs, easy peasy. Second couple, why is this getting really? The second, I need you to make between the two of you. That is a failure and a success. So I'm going to say that you drop. Roll a d6 minus 2.
Both of us.
No,
You
just
dropped
just
every fucking egg. Oh, no,
just
we have 6 left.
just Whisker Swift.
All right.
Rolled a 4, so minus 2 is 2.
Okay,
Down to 4 eggs.
you drop those last 2 eggs that you were doing because they're too hot. They just smash in the sink.
No, they're fine, boss. Look, I'm just gonna scoop them. I'm gonna try to scoop them into a cup and be like, we can
They're
still
like
cook these. This
cooking
is
in the
fine.
sink
This
right
is fine.
now.
They all got cooked. They got washed. It's fine.
It's just the yolks. It's just the yolks.
2 yolks. We got 4 eggs and 2 yolks.
4
Take
eggs and
it.
2 yolks.
A real fatty omelet.
So both of Speedy's hands, which are supposed to be one people hand, are each holding a yolk.
I just
You
smoosh them
know,
into.
this
I'm just gonna grab a cup and just smoosh them into the cup. I'd just be like, hey.
Yeah, and like that back
Like,
door
you guys
opens.
are ruining my omelet.
Quick thinking, Speedy. Quick thinking.
Yeah, this is you break it anyway, right? Like, what difference does it make?
Ellen,
I
you're
don't
just
Just started the
Washed
omelet a little bit
eggs.
early.
Right? Yeah, that's all. It's like half cooked already because it was hot.
Those can be your eggs then.
Okay.
Very great of
He just,
Jack.
like,
He's
sticks his
I will
tongue
eat
in the
both the shell
glass.
eggs.
Oh man.
it's like the Lucky Charms where it's like oops, just marshmallows, but it's like oops, just
Oops, all yolk.
all same yolk.
Okay, we gotta find the stove, you guys. We gotta
Yep.
find a
Stove.
frying pan.
Eggs are washed. Stove. Frying pan.
Well, now the issue becomes you got a laying down dookie as your legs.
You just hear through fucking
just
you
kinda
just go
tap
through
the bottom.
labored.
I'm just like grabbing the shit out of his like fur with my little hand feet, and I'm like trying to like pull little tufts of him over.
I'm like army crawling. I'm like army crawling. Just like I'm
Can
like
we do like the bath mat scoop?
burner.
The back of the trench coat is on the floor, it's just dragging. We're like slithering our way across the floor.
Bunsen burner. I'm just crawling.
Troy, can you roll me a feats check -2? So whatever your attribute is, -2 if you're rolling against.
Absolutely.
Fucking slithering.
I fucking somehow got that. I got a 4.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Out of
So-
a 5. That was good.
so you're crawling along the ground, and eventually you do get there. I am going to introduce a slight complication here, which is as you guys arrive at like the stove area, jumping into the window area, the serving window area, you just hear pop, and then just
Oh.
laying down a cat.
Oh no. Everyone acts cool. Everyone be cool.
Yeah, everybody acts cool.
Just
We're
act
just
Why-
the people making an omelet.
And they just
don't
kind of
make any
cock their
sudden
head.
handy movements.
You see like their whiskers kind of just like twitch a little bit.
Inside the sleeve, my whiskers twitch. Toodaloo.
Is this
Hey,
like a really
Yeah.
lazy, like fat cat that like can't be bothered for anything, or is this one that's like kind of sprightly and is there?
He's missing the
exclusively to
tip
get
of
rid
his
vermin?
ear.
This one is this is a
He's
twitchy
killed
cat.
Oh
Before.
no.
This is a twitchy cat. And definitely looks a little
No one make any raccoon noises.
He
jitter.
Can I
will
try
kill
to-
again.
Yeah, his
Can I
ear's
try
got
to
a missing
scare-
spot.
Can I
Go
try
ahead.
to scare it away with the noises I'm making on the bottom? Like it sounds
No!
like
Shut up!
like
Shut
a
up.
cat.
We're
If
people.
I-
Shut up!
We're people.
We're people. I'm gonna try to shut him up by grabbing his muzzle with my little foot paw.
Let's roll a coordination check just to try and stop Dookie from losing you another masquerade point.
From aspirating.
I got a 4.
Oh
Four.
shit! I got a 5.
Oh, sorry. Just wondering.
I stuffed my whole foot down his throat, and
Five?
he's just. Ugh.
Oh boy. Okay.
I straight up vomit everywhere. I also got a 5.
We need a diaper change.
The guys walk
It's the
back in.
worst. I screw it.
So you guys are down to 3 masquerade points as
Oh my
the
God.
dragging of the trench coat across the ground has made it an absolute mess. It was already eggy. You were making
Covered in
weird
vomit.
noises from your feet. It's just not okay. Whatever's happening is not very people-like. But you are at least at the omelet station.
We can
So,
recover from this. We can make real good omelet. We can recover.
Dookie gets a pass here because he is just laying there while you all lay on him. But I need a smarts roll out of Mary and 2 hands rolls out of Whisker Swift and Speedy.
I
I rolled a 3. So
That's very good.
land.
So
6
yeah,
out of my 8. I'm good.
good.
I got a 4.
All right. So you guys
Alright.
get these. It's all set up and good to go. One of you grabs a pan and
Mary's
drops
like,
it.
grab
Bang.
that, put that on the fire, crank that knob,
Yeah.
crack the egg. That's right. Yeah, she knows
Yeah.
how to make an omelet.
Well, this was just to get it all started. Now we're going to talk about cracking eggs.
Oh
boy.
shit! We
This
we
is-
start with the yolks.
Yeah, like just dump the cup in. There's still some shells in it too.
It's contaminated.
This is gonna be great. No, this is good. This is good. This is
No,
gonna
those
be
are
really good.
extra washed, Mary. You washed them on the inside.
Yeah, I washed them
and then
twice.
He washed them with his tongue. Like
They were. I just pre-tasted them. They're gonna be great.
Twice, twice washed.
It was a cup with like orange juice in it too, and it's like you just pour it in there.
Oh,
Just
this is
more
it's got
orange.
citrus. It's got a subtle citrus flavor to it.
orange
You're gonna love it.
twist.
It's good.
Orange twist.
what are you, a connoisseur?
Yeah, a trash.
Trash from
How do you think he got so fat?
It's right.
anything.
Yeah,
I
it's
have refined taste.
it's not so much a discerned taste.
The head just
discerned
starts
palate,
crying, and
refined
we're
palate.
just going ham
Don't
on the
need
fucking
vegetables
omelet.
for this omelet.
You know what? There's definitely food out and about. So if you want to start coordinating what's going to go in this omelet, we can definitely have some fun with this. I'm going to write down 6 random ingredients right here. Okay. And whatever it is you roll, like for your success, we'll have you roll one more d6 to see what you get.
No, boy.
And they're going to be
She's like,
very
left,
different
right,
things.
little forward, little forward.
No, these are
Cheese,
ingredients.
milk, just raw flour. That's what we're throwing in there.
Oh, you know what? Flour's going on there for sure.
We grab this spice
Shrooms.
cabinet. It's just like
There's got to be at least one actual omelet ingredient.
Shredded
It's
cheese.
all
There's definitely
spicy.
shredded cheese out there. It's one thing that's
Mhm.
out there.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, cheese.
Tapioca.
Yeah. What would just be sitting there? Oh, pudding is a good one.
Pudding.
Tapioca at room temperature.
Whatever
Um,
the evening's dinner.
Wow.
Sliced banana.
Sliced banana.
Okay.
Oh, that
With
belongs in an
secret-
omelet for sure.
With cigarette ashes sprinkled.
The ashtray.
And I'm not gonna tell you what number 6 is. It's
Mystery
the
ingredient.
it's the mystery ingredient. So
Workers.
first things first, I love the idea of a coordinated check where both Speedy and Whisker Swift have to crack eggs like, together.
You're gonna pry that you grab one half the shell, grab the other half.
Okay, I got it. You ready, boss?
So this is gonna count for all of the eggs. Please roll me hands, coordinated hands rolls.
He's born ready.
Dos.
Speedy's just smacking fucking
5
yolk.
out of my 8. Yeah.
You rolled a 2 1s.
No, I got.
Oh no, I'm sorry. It was. I'm sorry. I thought it was a coordinated roll, but we just rolled 1d6. I'm sorry.
No.
In that case, no. I rolled a 6, which is exactly my hands roll.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. So it is enough that you guys crack your 4 eggs into this omelet, and they're beginning to heat up on the pan, which you've cranked up the heat.
I'm so excited.
Now, Mary, roll me a smarts check to guide them towards ingredients. Okay.
Wait, this needs.
Like left, a little more left, too much left. No.
Oh no! I rolled. I rolled too high.
You rolled.
Excellent.
Oh no. Okay.
Left, a little more left, and the pudding is going in.
So you failed this roll. So now what's gonna happen is we're gonna roll
Random ingredients.
Yeah, we're gonna roll random ingredients. Roll me a 1d6, Mary, and this is gonna be
last.
2.
2. Okay, yeah, it's the pudding. You went to tell them how to get an ingredient you wanted in your omelet, but unfortunately, before you know it, one of the hands grabs and just pours some pudding into this omelet as it is cooking. And
we're cooking with you guys again.
It's gonna be fine.
you know what? Hey, you're raccoons. This might be delicious. Who knows?
Oh,
A raccoon would love this shit. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
There's nothing here except maybe the cigarette ashes that they would not be like,
Raccoons would have
delicious.
lost their shit as soon as they walked into Whole Foods. Like, it never happened.
That's why you guys aren't just 4 raccoons. You're a Peeplz. You're Herb.
We are
Herb
people.
the
We're
raccoon.
enlightened.
Herb the raccoon.
All right, and so this omelet is cooking. What I need you guys to do now is fold the omelet. You're going to need
Y'all
Does it
better.
require a spatula?
yes, and you're gonna need to grab the spatula. So one of you grab the
Somebody's gonna
utensil.
grab a spatchy, and I will grab like a wooden spoon to help, like,
So-
you know how you have to kind of ease it onto the spatula. To
Yeah,
get it
yeah, yeah,
full?
So here's the
do
thing.
that.
This is gonna be everyone rolls because Troy, as much as you can just lay there and be fine, Dookie, you're gonna need to help them lean to get to some of these things.
Yeah. No, so here's what happens. I noticed that the situation is growing pretty dire. Like the edges of my vision start to blacken, and I'm just like, I was gonna save this for an absolute dire moment. I reach into my little fucking pouch. I pull out the 4th missing Cialis, and I'm like, ah! And I just fucking hydraulically.
We were so close.
I don't know how that's gonna affect your rolls, but we'll get
Listen,
there.
I tried to look up how does Cialis affect anaphylaxis, but I feel like the medical field is just not that dumb, so they've never tried.
I
They're
will look it
like,
up. Hold
the
on.
answer is no.
I'm sorry, my paramedic instructors. I have failed you.
You should have typed in Florida man.
Yeah.
Yeah, Florida man
There we
treats
go.
anaphylaxis with Cialis. That is real.
Spell anaphylaxis for me, please, somebody.
Oh goodness.
Yeah, Google. Hey, Google. Spell it.
Okay, Google.
Well, because you start
Yeah,
putting
help us
like
spell.
ANA and then Cialis and all sorts of weird things come up.
And
Here's the ANA and click the first link.
It's got to be
Yeah, no,
PHY
I got it.
or-
I got it. I got it. Hold on a minute.
Yeah.
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 Mary clean
Might
the
be
trash
one more
with the
A.
spelling.
Not much comes up, as a matter of fact.
We have
Maybe
found
something does.
entire scientific fields of study that have received none of the attention that they deserve.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, how do boner pills affect animals with actual bones for penises? This is a
And
valid question that needs to be answered by the scientific community.
Anaphylaxis.
We'll just go into cardiac arrest and die because he's too strong.
Too hard. Anyway, yeah,
Back in the game.
exactly.
That's all that matters.
That's
Right.
exactly it.
Back
Is,
in the game.
so I need a feet roll out of you, Dookie. I need hands rolls to grab the utensils from our 2 middles, and I need a smarts roll from Mary to coordinate the whole thing.
I
And
think this is my first failed roll, or maybe
you
second
did?
of the night. I got a 10. Not good.
Okay.
I
Any
failed
bonuses?
again.
Any
I
bonuses
rolled
for
a
the
9.
Alice?
My spoon is on fire. The wooden spoon is on fire.
No. If we used one of like the plastic ones and it melted.
Yeah.
That's not
When it cools, we'll just chew around the plastic droplets.
It's
This
fine.
is fine.
It's fine. Still tastes good.
Flavor.
Yeah.
Texture.
So I got a 5 and I passed. So you guys were just expecting that I was gonna die, and I just rose to the occasion.
And I failed too. I'm so sorry.
oh goodness, yeah. So you know what? No, this is great. I am going to lower your masquerade points to 2. Things are getting very,
This cat's
very
gonna kick
dire.
our ass, guys,
Yeah.
when he finds out we're 4 raccoons in a trench coat.
Hold on, no, and that's
Listen, we always
exactly
have the option to scatter.
that is exactly what happens. Is at this point, as you go to grab some spoons and spatulas. What did you get, Speedy? By the way.
4.
I got a 5.
I passed mine.
Okay,
Oh,
so
sorry.
Speedy and Dookie pass. So you get in position. You manage to grab the spatula, Speedy, and you're
I'm
ready to
melting a
go.
spoon into the pan.
Yeah, there's just a melting spoon. Mary is just. I think that her smarts, her coordinating efforts is just. She's just watching her omelet. All of a sudden, it's like it's starting to like stick to the pan, and the pudding
Oh
is
my
melting
God.
throughout the whole thing. She's just having a breakdown. Like this isn't what I wanted. This isn't
No,
what.
this is what I wanted.
Having a hard time.
And as all of this is going on and things are just going absolutely off the wheel, like wheels are just falling off, this is when the cat kind of just stands up, does like the stretch, right?
Stretch, big stretch.
And and then kind of just paws itself over and just goes like, I knew something was up with you guys. I knew this wasn't what it looked like. And he's just like, he looks and he just goes, "You in there, Whisker Swim?"
No.
All right, I'm gonna whip my melting spoon out of the pan like a little prison shiv, and I'll be like, "Step the fuck back, pussycat, or I will cut you."
Oh shit! Is it Don Corleone?
Yeah, you don't know who you're messing with. It's me, Don Corleone. And he's just like,
yeah.
and he just
You're
goes,
gonna be Don D. Corleone if you come one step closer.
and he goes, hold on.
Talking, my omelet is burning.
Yeah. He's like, why don't we even the playing field? And all of a sudden, you hear just like
It's
a
5
meow.
cats in a chef coat.
It's the chef hat, right? It's the chef hat. Yeah, walking in. I love this idea. This is great. And what happens is they just go, this is what happens actually. We're at an hour and 50 minutes. We're not going to play that much longer, but you know what? I have a great idea for how this is going to end. Four cats in a chef costume come in, and the Don just looks and just goes, "You are a disgrace to the culinary arts." And he just says like, he goes, you eat. He goes, "You eat trash."
At least I source my own ingredients.
He says, "You'll never understand the deliciousness of what do they call like fancy feast?" He's like,
Fancy
"With he's like, we live on the fancy feast life. You eat trash." He goes, "There's one way to end this. Bake off." He just goes,
And then it's just dead silent. There's just a moment of and then you just hear like clink. Just a grenade rolls out from
"No,
under.
stop it with you and your just random weapons,
Damn it.
Troy. You can't just have weapons."
No,
gonna
this
level
would be
the
the
playing
moment
field.
that like
Like,
Dookie lets out a massive fart because that's what's been making him uncomfortable.
That's why he's been dying the whole time.
And
It's
now he's like,
getting
"Oh, I'm fine."
I feel so much better.
The humans would walk in.
Oh my goodness. Otter Poet said catatouille.
Oh my god, I'm making Ratatouille.
So, all right. So here it goes.
Shit.
So I think what happens is he just looks and he just goes like, "I don't know what you were trying to make there, but it's an affront to everything edible." And he just says like,
Oh,
Speedy is actually eating it while he says that. With the spoon. The melted spoon. He's just like, "I think it's pretty good."
Yeah, the tapioca really thickened it up.
Thanks, Speedy.
he looks and he just goes, "Boys, why don't you show them what real food is? Stop boiling the water for some pasta and gravy." And all of a sudden, like you see these cats just like start not very well.
They don't have. They have even less thumbs than raccoons now.
True. They're not going to be very good at this. But yeah, I think that. How do we do this? You guys are at 2 masquerade points. You failed a bunch. Oh, hold on. I gotta drop the Cialis count because you cracked one there.
He took a Cialis.
Very, very important notes to keep here.
Got a strong base.
What do we think? He goes, yeah, you hear the Don just go like, you don't come into Little Kiddly and make this. And he just says, you've ruined everything about what me and my cats live here for. He goes,
my grandpa.
We need to throw water
my
on
grandpa.
the cats.
Oh shit! My grandpa.
Grandpa. God, the puns are so good.
Oh, this is so good. Yeah, we're here for cat and raccoon puns and dick jokes. Yeah, that's us.
We're trying to solve a very important scientific question.
We need to get a big
There's a
pot
gap in
of water
research.
and throw it on the cats.
Yeah,
how we
you
win.
know.
This
So
is how
yeah.
we win.
So I think that what happens is it turns into almost like what was that show? It's Iron Chef where there's like 2 chefs that go against one another.
I'm just trying to get to a big pot of water. That was all pretense to get a big pot of water to throw on these cats.
Yep. You guys have used the sink to relatively decent effect. So you guys managed to get that going and you get something on the grill. And I think that like at the moment, like it's just happening. You guys are making ridiculous meals and
It's disgusting.
Pouring in banana slices.
yeah. Right.
Cherry tomatoes.
Like Whiskers is like, Speedy, turn on this faucet. We need boiling water.
I'm like, yeah, boss. Make it really.
But like cats hate getting wet, so maybe like you turn it on and it just sprays all over the cats and like.
Oh no, they have that little hose, right? The sink has the little hose.
dishwashing hose.
Yeah, the dishwashing hose.
All right, that sounds like a hands check to me to aim,
Take that, you
coordinate.
mangy cats, without
So,
hand paws.
and the aim comes from Mary, Queen of Trash. So I need a smarts check from Mary and a hands check from either of our middle
right, I
raccoons.
passed
What's your
time.
hands,
Got it.
Amber? Mine's
8.
you roll yours. You roll it. You're better
All
than
right,
me.
I'm after these cats.
Well, and this is your beef too. So
My beef.
Busy
Ooh,
season.
I got a 5.
okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
So both of you pass, and like as you're like setting it up, and both of you are making like these pots of water or whatever. Mary, you see your moment. You're like, wait a second, we don't have to do this. All I wanted was an omelet, you go, you tell her where to aim, and Whisker Swift just sprays these cats. And you hear scatter. The whole chef costume just drops to the floor. Cats scatter all over the place. Pans start clanging. All of a sudden, the two kitchen workers walk back in like, what the hell's going on in here?
Oh no!
And then and they're just like, Herb,
You
what the
start
fuck?
spraying the kitchen workers.
What the fuck is going on? There's just a continually melting spoon just in the thing. That's like a tapioca pudding omelet that's just being burnt.
Fire
to
alarm just starts going off.
Question. Can the erection actually give us a masquerade play?
It is Herb. It's the wrong
Makes
place.
sense. And then they look down and they're like, all right, one thing makes sense.
One.
Yep. Sure. Yeah. And I think that all hell is breaking loose. I think this is the part where you all just drop your disguise, grab whatever food you can, and
Just grab everything.
get the hell out of there.
I'm never leaving my.
Just the trencher just collapses. Just raccoons are all over the kitchen, just grabbing shit. I've got one fucking washed egg, and I'm getting out of here with it.
Soaking wet cats everywhere, and like very calmly, very not perturbed by all of this, Don Clawleone just stands up, casually walks back, jumps up on the serving window, jumps back down, goes and lays in the lap of a little old lady.
I'm gonna grab the cat dish on my way out.
Fancy piece, bunch of
Yank the
bunch of-
gimmicks, yeah. Get out of there, fucking
Perfect,
burning
yeah.
rubber.
I think that I don't know how this game is supposed to end. So I think a very fitting,
Perfect.
goofy
This is
way
perfect.
to epilogue this is I want each of you to give a headline from the local news story that goes on
Oh, God.
after the events of the day. Each of you give me one
Oh,
headline
God.
or little blurb.
Local
Mine-
pervert goes buck wild.
Mine's gonna have to do with the old folks home bus, which is now a party bus full of people with boners.
See,
I'm gonna put is Cialis new party drug for Whole Foods workers.
CDC says safe to return to work at Whole Foods as long as you haven't had an erection in 24 hours.
Dave Nightingale's fucking assisted living community takes a fucking trip to Foxwoods.
God.
Oh man.
Yeah, local nursing home shut down because of
Yes, right. Board of Health shuts down local nursing home.
Logan loses shit.
Cialis and pussies. Board of Health shuts down local nursing home. You wouldn't say it, Rainey, but I would.
I will not say it.
Hey, they were wet. I just want you
So Ben Shapiro was not around.
Oh man.
Oh, God.
No.
So
Oh,
good.
God.
So good.
Well, I think we did 3 raccoons in a trench coat.
Yeah,
Hopefully we
That's-
did it well.
pretty much
didn't
what I
get my
expected.
omelet, but we
Yeah.
did get the eggs actually.
Yeah,
we,
I mean,
we
technically-
honored the writer's vision, I think.
We absolutely did.
Oh my
Ask some
goodness.
important questions.
Yeah, I mean, like somebody's got a, some
Good
kind of
stress
thesis.
test.
Somebody's got a thesis to get to. Thanks
Yeah,
to our
viewers,
questions.
if any of you out there know the actual effects of Cialis on woodland animals, we would love to hear it.
Oh my,
and the anaphylaxis shock.
that's definitely Pete is coming after us for this stream.
Yeah, don't give Cialis to woodland animals.
Yeah, that's going to be a content warning for
Don't
sure.
use
Yeah.
any prescription
yet.
drugs for anything other than intended label.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, God. Also,
Well,
don't get
Do wash your eggs.
don't eat Werther's.
We've got another
Yeah.
disgusting thing we can eat at some point for the entertainment.
Great.
Oh,
part.
tapioca pudding
Tapioca
omelet.
omelet.
Pudding omelet.
Oh, God.
Pudding omelet. Oh my god, we really are
Cabbage
setting up.
latte and a pudding omelet.
I was thinking just the Werther's originals.
Yeah, it's pretty disgusting too.
No, you know what?
I like
That's what
Werther's
you put.
originals.
That's what you put on top, like like a garnish on top of a pudding omelet. It's just
Oh,
a Werther's
God.
original, just right on top.
Yep.
As long as it's not Cialis.
Yeah, as long as it's not a Cialis, is a good point.
I have tomorrow morning off, guys. I'm just letting you know. And the wiping kits are home, so I'm just saying.
Troy's making an egg, Werther's, and tapioca pudding based
Oh
drink
my
next.
goodness.
Can we start a cookbook from this series?
Yeah, right. Exactly.
Cookbook title's just fuck.
Talk to my connections and see if I can sort
Recipes
Well,
from
maybe
DMs
this is
After
good
Dark.
timing because my dog is begging for me to go outside. so.
Perfect. Yeah, I
Okay.
think. Thank you
That's
all for
perfect.
joining
Thank
us.
you. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you all for joining us for a improv last minute one shot to fill the gap before we start our next series, which is going to go on for, I believe, at least 3 sessions
Yeah,
right
possibly
now.
Yeah, probably 3-ish, yeah.
Possibly more. We're going to be a little more loose with our scheduling for this year because we really want to dive into these games and show you, show everybody just how amazing like some role-playing games can be and how different the experience can be from one to the other. For example, 3 Raccoons in a Trenchcoat. And next time, it'll be a little bit more refined and interesting. But
Fine.
so I guess this is where Sarah's really good at the sign off. But as always, thank you for joining us for another stream of DMs After Dark. You can find us on all the social medias at DMs After Dark and reach out to us, comment, like. Please, if you download our podcast, which you can do on any podcast host worth their salt, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, please go give us a 5-star rating. It helps a lot in just helping us be found by more people looking for RPG content. And, like, comment, subscribe, all that BS. And if you want to reach out to us personally, if you want to see us play a game or you want to just comment, tell us if you like what we're doing or you think we should do something differently, you can reach us at
Stop with the dick
If you
jokes.
think we should stop.
DMsAfterdark@gmail.com. And until next time,
I would just add one more thing to that, Randy, before we sign
Okay.
off completely, if that's all right. The other thing too is like, at the very least, don't keep us a secret, right? If you enjoy raccoon erection medicine,
Make your
weirdness,
friends
maybe not
suffer.
that,
Tell your
maybe not that
friends.
specifically.
right? Tell your
but
friends. Tell
If
your
we are
friends.
entertaining,
Yeah.
please do spread the word.
Absolutely.
You don't have to suffer alone.
That's right.
You
Glowing
can
Novus has
spread the
banned the
suffering among your
girthquake. Never,
peers.
Sarah. We will
I
never
agree.
ban the girthquake.
I 100% agree, Sarah.
Nope,
Um,
not happening. He will return.
But
You will
yeah.
return.
What's a good sign off for this one, guys? Until next time, stay people.
Stay
Stay
peoply.
people.
People.
Stay peoply.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
Hey, people.
Stay
people. Thank you
All right.
all.
Thank
Have
you,
a
guys.
wonderful night.
Bye,
Good
everyone.
night.
Good night, everyone.